Ready to roll?
Oh, how many people?
No, I'm asking you, do you have the list ready to roll?
Okay. No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I was there. I wasn't I was enjoying myself. I wasn't keeping track of police records.
It's an MJ morning show tradition. We will touch on the number of arrests. I didn't see anything blatant, I guess, but if you could, I meant to do it late last night to see if all the numbers were out and published, but see if you can come up with the number of arrests at Gasparilla for drunk and disorderly, walking around with doobs, whatever the story is,
Oh, this is a low number.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of news coverage on it, so I think the number must be somewhat manageable.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you see?
The article I'm reading. Okay.
What is the source? First of all,
it's Tampa Bay Times.
Okay.
The parade drew an estimated 300,000 people.
Right.
And
No, by the way, nowhere near a record. They were saying, it's going to be a record-breaking parade. And what did I say last week? I said, no, it's not going to come close to the Super Bowl year where we had the Super Bowl and Gasparilla coinciding, and that was just massive.
Right?
I mean, didn't they say that might have been like 1 million people? It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy that year. I thought it was really tame this year, and I wasn't drinking any alcohol, so maybe I was projecting, but I thought it was pretty tame. But now apparently it is because Tampa Police Department arrested or ejected 3 people. That's it.
Really? What is the timestamp on that St. Pete Times, or what is it now? The Tampa Bay Times.
Yesterday.
So what was the yesterday? At what time? What time was it posted?
Well,
it doesn't say the time on here.
The parade was over early.
Yeah,
the parade was over Saturday. If it was yesterday,
Sunday.
that's final numbers.
Yeah, you'd think. So, that's a low number.
That's what they shared on their social media. TPD shared that on their social media.
Since I didn't see a bunch of stories on the local TV websites and I didn't see anything stand out, I assumed that the numbers of arrests at Gasparilla were fairly low, and apparently that's yes.
They arrested, that was on land, on the water.
Yar! We've got arrests on the land, and we've got arrests on the sea.
Yeah, how many scallywags did they take in?
Yar! Arr! Yar! Is it yar or arr?
Arr.
Arr! All right, how many arrests on the sea?
Dose, just 2. But
How many cases of scurvy?
I didn't see any boobs. I didn't see scurvy or boobs this year. Flashing. People have toned that down.
Fester at home joining us. We'll get into the whole Fester situation. And Fester, you sound good. I heard you mutter something a few moments ago.
Yeah, I tried muttering a couple of things. From the neck up, I feel really good. From the neck down is a different story.
But what about your speech? Do you start to, if you talk now for 7 minutes, would you start degrading and slurring? Or
yeah, I think over the course of 7 minutes, I'd start to deteriorate. But for, us bantering back and forth, I think I should be fine. For the morning show, for what we do.
The Super Bowl is set. This is the NFL on the MJ Morning Show. Who's got the Super Bowl this year? Which network?
Oh,
Fox.
good question.
Fox
has it.
Fox has it?
Oh, I thought Noggin had it.
Hey, Froggy, you've been quiet this morning.
Well, I haven't been able to squeeze in a word.
What video are you watching right now on your phone? Because I'm watching you watch videos. So what are you watching?
Oh, I'm watching a pedophile get busted. I follow a pedophile. I love to watch pedophiles get busted.
Oh my! Do you follow a pedophile gets busted YouTube channel as well?
Colorado Pred Patrol is a good one.
Is it better than the big one back in the day, the really popular one back in the day?
Chris Hansen?
Yeah, but now they're everywhere.
So tell me, why do you have this bag of beer and condoms?
Mike's Hard Lemonade, huh?
Yes, I'm Chris Hansen, and this is to catch a predator.
Why are you naked, sir?
All right, Super Bowl is set, and who said it was on Fox? Was that you, Fester?
Yeah, Fox has the game. Rihanna's doing the halftime show.
Oh, that's right. This is her second time, right?
Ooh, that's going to be good. I like
that. Let me tell you something right now. All right, I know who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and by the way, I was right on both accounts because I picked the Eagles and I picked the Chiefs. What are you shaking your head at?
You didn't pick the
You
Eagles.
didn't. You
Fibber.
picked the 49ers.
Okay, I was wrong on both. All right, I was just checking to see if you guys were paying attention
guy.
on Friday.
Straight up
Yeah,
lies.
I'm not lying. I'm just testing you guys. This was a test. This was only a test. Yeah, I was wrong on both.
It was a test if we caught you.
Yeah, exactly. I picked the Bengals and I picked the 49ers. And listen, who knew that the 49ers would be on their 19th quarterback during the game?
Right?
I mean, who would have known that? And then the Bengals, listen, I was going with the Burrow deal. So I was wrong on both. And can I do another admission?
Sure.
I have another big Super Bowl admission to make. You know what? Hold on to that thought. I have another honest admission in regard. I say in regard, not in regards. I say anyway, not anyways.
You say you save your S's for Davis Islands.
Well, because that's correct.
That's how it's pronounced.
Because
That's the name of the island.
Because that is correct. No, I've got a confession. I've got an admission to make. And some people might be shocked at this. Next, hold on. We're just getting rolling on a Monday morning. It is the MJ Morning Show with me, MJ, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, and we're back in minutes on Q105. Don't move.
Be a quick one.
any idea when you're planning on coming back to the studio?
I have to admit, doing the shows from the house are really nice.
Yeah.
No, MJ, the thing is, it's not the talking part. The talking part's fine. It's the mobility.
It's the
mobility
walking.
part.
So it's not the talking, it's the walking.
I mean, I'm not good for much more than like 3 or 4 minutes on my feet.
Yeah.
Probably 30 or 40 yards of walking. And then at the end of the walk, it's like a hobble to a chair.
Hey, listen, I can hire one of those like airport wheelchair guys to like bring you up.
What's the situation with the elevator?
The elevator's working. It's making a horrible grinding noise when it comes from the second floor down to the first floor.
Don't worry about that.
Hey, you know what? We ought to call the answering service again and see if we can get that lady on. Well, what was her name?
I don't remember, but she was so
Jackie.
nice.
No, it wasn't Jackie. Andrew, do you remember who the answering service was? Yeah, we called the office park, and they have a 24-hour answering service, and the lady was fantastic. All right, I've got the confession to make. Now, it is sports related. It is Super Bowl related, but it also could be World Series related. It could also be Stanley Cup related. It could also be NBA championship related. Do you guys have any idea what I'm about to mutter?
No idea.
You've never worn a Super Bowl ring, or you've never held the Stanley Cup.
No, I haven't.
No, that's not true.
Well,
No.
well, you can't hold the Stanley Cup. I have touched the Stanley Cup a bunch of times. In fact, the last time I touched the Stanley Cup, and I was right next to the Stanley Cup in a very private setting, was on my buddy Dr. Chuck's dock in South Tampa, because Dr. Chuck is one of the team doctors for the Lightning, and when the Lightning wins the Stanley Cup, everybody part of the organization gets to have the cup at their place of choice. And so I was with the Stanley Cup with only like a dozen people at Chuck's house just last time the Lightning won. So no, and prior to that, I've touched the Stanley Cup probably 5 times.
I'm surprised you've done that, because it's very germy when you think about all the people that touch it.
Yeah.
But it's cleaned often. I mean, there's a handler for the cup.
Listen, it's not like I fingered the Stanley Cup with all of my digits and then jam my fingers up my nose. I didn't do that. You know, I think I had sanitized because it was more COVID-y back when they last had it. So I believe that I think I had hand
I bet you did.
I had PDI hospital wipes.
How come you can't touch it, but I see people like drinking out of it?
Well,
you have to be a player.
Exactly.
No, I've seen people who aren't players.
You're not
drinking.
supposed. All right, here's the deal on the Stanley Cup. Only the players of the winning team are supposed to be able to pick it up and lift it. Others can take a picture with it or touch it, but not actually hold it. All right, so you guys don't know what the confession is I'm about to make, do you?
Well,
Obviously not.
I'm thinking about you, and I'm thinking about how well I know you, and I think I know where you might be going. With
Where am I going? Just spit it out. I got other things to do here.
that you have never been to any kind of sport championship game.
Nope, that's not. I've never been to a Super Bowl.
What?
I've never been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't have a desire.
A lot of people haven't.
We've had the Super Bowl in town during the tenure of the MJ Morning Show. We've had.
Hold on.
What happened?
Did you hear Roxanne? She's like, what? Like normal people just go to Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Roxanne's been to more Super Bowls than Tom Brady.
What do
and
you-
she's like, huh, what?
What are you, some elitist over there?
No, it's just because you're in the media. So I just assumed that
No.
over the years,
No.
He's had the opportunity.
you
Just doesn't-
would have
I
gone.
have
We've
had-
had a couple here.
I've been invited. I've had the opportunity. Listen, I don't want to go to a regular Sunday game, let alone the traffic and the insanity of a Super Bowl. So, no, I have not gone. I've had opportunities when the Super Bowl has been here in Tampa Bay. I've had the opportunity numerous times, and I didn't go. I'd rather sit on my couch in my home with a bathroom 10 feet away and not a whole bunch of screaming folks or, the massive traffic. So I'm good. So, no, that's not it, Fester. It's not that. So I've never been to a World Series. I've never been to a Super Bowl. I haven't been to anything. Any
was that the
champion-
confession?
No, that's not. That was Fester's guess.
That was my guess.
And
All
that,
right.
and that is wrong. All right, I'm just going to go to
Yeah,
this. This is it. This is my confession. I can never remember the last team that won any championship. Like right now, I can't tell you who won the Super Bowl last year. I can't tell you who won the World Series just back in October or whenever the hell it was decided. I don't know if it crossed into early November last fall, but I can't tell you. I don't know who won the Stanley Cup last year. Now, when it's our team, then I'll remember. So like when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl in our home stadium back in, what was that, 2021, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. So when we have a winning, or the Lightning, if the Lightning won the Stanley Cup, those I remember. Outside of the local team winning, I don't remember jack. I don't know why that is, because I've got a pretty good memory.
You're not a sports guy.
Well, no, listen, I follow enough. I mean, I know enough about, like, sports, but I'm not like some kind of hyper super fan. But that's just one of the areas. Historically, I know all kinds of stuff about history, whatever. I can give you dates in many cases, but for whatever reason, I've got this mental block, and I just don't remember any of the championship winners. Like right now, as I sit here, it is 6:25 in the morning here on this Monday, the 30th of January, and it's the day after Gasparilla weekend, and I can't tell you who the hell won the Super Bowl last year. I can't tell. I have no idea. If somebody wants to tell me who won the Super Bowl last year, that's great.
First thing I'm going to do is give you a hint about the Stanley Cup. Who won?
Yeah.
It's somewhere where you like to go ski.
Oh, the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, but they beat the Lightning, MJ.
Yeah, exactly. They did.
Yep. Guess what? I forgot. Listen, I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest. I forgot. I did not remember the Lightning were even in the Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. So, now that you mention that, I've got some memories coming back.
It does sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah,
yes.
It does.
Let's see. The LA Rams. The Rams won the Super Bowl last year in Los Angeles.
If you said to me, for $1 million, who won Super Bowl 56 last year? And the only reason why I know what number Super Bowl it is because, and I've said this a million times, is my age coincides with the Super Bowl. Because the year I was born was the year before the Super Bowl began. So when I was 1, that was Super Bowl 1. So my age correlates every single year with the Super Bowl. So that I know. But if you had said, hey, for $1 million, tell me who won the Super Bowl last year in 2022, I couldn't tell you. But Fester, you just said the LA Rams, right?
Well, the Rams, and they played and beat Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati
Bengals. Yeah. And guess what? The Bengals are not going back this year. Yep. No. So we know it's going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs. And I believe the Eagles have come out as a 2.5-point favorite at this point.
Did you hear what they did in New York?
Did I hear
with the Empire State Building?
Oh, yeah, man, they are pissed. So as a celebration, the Empire State Building was lit up in green and white last night to celebrate the Eagles' win, and New Yorkers are going freaking nuts.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
What?
I have no idea. Oh, they are so pissed off.
Is the guy in charge of it like an Eagles fan?
Anyway, people are saying it's sacrilegious. How could you do it? Unless maybe they can make the claim that it was a memorial for the New York Jets because they're also green and white.
No reason to celebrate them now.
On the official Empire State Building Twitter page, it says, "Fly Eagles, we're going green and white in honor of your victory."
Oh, my God.
And I don't know why, but New Yorkers are pissed.
You think Philadelphia would ever light up one of their buildings in New York colors?
Of course not. They would beat a New Yorker in the streets of Philadelphia is what they would do. Oh, hey, got a whole, a social media nice graphic page that a buddy of mine sent me from TPD. So my buddy, Officer Friendly, Dave, just sent me the TPD actual. They did a nice graphic with boats in the background and the skull and crossbones with the swords and everything. And it says, this is the official Gasparilla Police Incident Roundup page. Gasparilla 2023 from TPD. Tampa Police says, arrests and ejections 3, which that does correspond with
Wow.
what you said earlier, Roxanne.
Yep.
Interesting.
Missing persons 2. I hope they've been found.
I'm sure they have.
I don't know. As of the last posting, 2 missing persons.
People wander away from each other during
That
those
could have been an
events.
alien abduction as well,
Mm-hmm.
because there are some, I believe, some butt implant cases that have been found. I think it was beads, though. All right, so
Lucky.
requests for medical 43.
That's quite a
listen.
bit.
Well, we heard the parade stop for a bit because of a fall from one of the floats as well. So I think I heard the parade was stopped for. Oh, wait a minute! I'm getting an update. My police officer buddy with TPD is just texting me that the missing people were found. Okay,
Oh, good.
so now
Okay.
we can make that missing person 0.
Were they okay when they were found, or did they need medical attention?
They were found. That's all I know.
I'm sure they're great.
I'm sure they were just drunk and bombed out of their mind, and they probably turned up in Sefner.
Eating a giant turkey leg.
Is what I'm guessing. Request for medical 43. Again, we heard of a fall from a float, which stopped the parade for 30 minutes, is what we're hearing. Traffic crashes and violations 16.
Ooh, that's not that bad.
Unattended items located 3.
What?
What's
Like a bag or something?
No, a cooler.
Like if somebody
That's my
leaves
Yeti.
that's that. If you see something, say something. If somebody
Yeah.
leaves a suspicious bag, police want to investigate.
I got a suspicious cooler. It's a $700 Yeti filled with Bud Light or something. And then all items, by the way, found that were unattended were found to be non-threats.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so no small nuclear bombs were found, which is a good thing. So there you go. There's the Gasparilla incident roundup. Ladies and gentlemen, when we get back in minutes, early morons in the news, and we got a good pile this morning. Morons next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, if you're looking... Hey, everybody. MJ here along with Roxanne and Fester from home. Fester, do you have any idea, before I get into Morons in the News, do you have any idea, what would you guess that you'd be able to return to the studio? What would you say? I mean, you came in the one day last week and you were just exhausted from the walk from the studio to the lobby to the elevator, which unbelievably broke. So you were able to get up in the morning at 7 o'clock. You were an hour late, which we said, hey, listen, don't rush in. Just take it easy. You were able to take the new elevator up, and then during the show it broke. And then 4 Office Park people, myself and Andrew, had to help you down the stairs, which was tedious. So if you were to guess, when do you think you could return to your chair here in the MJ Morning Show Crap Bucket Studio?
It's a lot of other issues going on. I mean, one, I can't drive very well because of light sensitivity.
MJ will pick you up every morning.
But if you were to guess, how long do you think that's going to last?
6 months? No. I mean, I would like to shoot for next Monday, a week from today.
Oh, that's not bad. Listen,
That's
you take
aggressive.
your time. Oh, we're getting into the time frame where the whole family's waking up, and there's going to be all kinds of extraneous background noise in Fester's living room and kitchen. I already hear coughing and hacking back there. Who's that?
Hold on. Hey, who's coughing? I think it was my son Hudson.
Okay. All right. All right. So early Morons in the News. Let's go. Running a little late with the early Morons, but I had so much to sift through. I'd rather get it right and prioritize. Hey, I don't know who busts into a house and then takes a bath fully clothed, but it happened in Montana. We call this Morons in the News for a reason here. Actually, it happened in my apologies. It happened in Seattle. My source is NBCMontana.com on this thing, but it happened in Seattle.
I think I'd rather find a person I didn't know in clothes in my shower or bath than naked in my shower or bath.
That's a good point.
Good point.
So if
Yes.
somebody broke into your house, you'd rather them be clothed and bathing than naked and bathing.
I would.
I think that is a good point.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I have to see the rest of the person.
Well, I guess it depends. It depends.
I mean, hold on. Now that I think about it.
What if it was Gronk? What if it was Gronk? Oh, what if it was Derek Jeter? You want to see Derek Jeter naked in your
But
bathtub?
why would you say that? He's like a brother. No. Gross.
Ew.
Gross. All right, so
Grody.
it happened actually in Seattle. 27-year-old dude was arrested on Friday night after breaking into a local home, filling up the bathtub, and taking a bath with his clothes on. Why would you do that? What is the reason for taking a bath with your clothes on?
You get clean, you get your laundry done.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Yeah,
You
a lot of
I wonder if
multitasking.
he used Tide Pods. So what do you do? He ate the Tide
He ate,
Pods.
yeah.
He ate those. No, but seriously, if you take a bath with your clothes on, do you use regular soap or do you use laundry detergent?
That's a good.
That's what I want to know.
You
Yeah.
dry yourself with the dryer sheets.
Seattle police officers received a report of a burglary. A woman reportedly returned home to find one of her windows smashed
Oh.
and a man inside. She remained outside. She called 911. Police arrived after getting no response from anyone inside. They began searching the home. The guy was found in the bathroom, clothed and soaking wet in the bathtub filled with water. The suspect declined to provide any explanation for the burglary or the bathing with clothes on. The individual was arrested, cuffed and stuffed. And guess what they've called him now in the Seattle Police Department?
The bathtub bandit.
Oh, you're pretty darn close, dude. Yeah.
What?
The bathtub burglar.
Oh, big's better.
Yeah. So, Fester, that was pretty spot on there.
It's just a breaking and entering charge, right? There's nothing enhanced because he took a bath fully clothed.
I am looking at a surveillance camera photo. You know those Amazon delivery vans, those ubiquitous vans that are everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those gray ones. No, I've never seen them.
You ever see them roll out of, if you take, I used to take 4th Street a whole lot more, but have you ever seen the the parade of Amazon trucks out of Derby lanes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I kind of, you know what? I was wondering one day when I saw that parade if it would do the same thing for me that a parade of Tico trucks do, but it does not.
Well, I'm waiting for them to throw beads. I want them to throw beads from the windows of the Amazon truck. But Derby lanes is a staging area for the Amazon delivery trucks in the morning.
That it is.
Now,
yes.
I want to know, Festa, do you have any idea how that logistically works? Are they filling their vans with why are they leaving from there? Because it's not a distribution center. So why are all the trucks there? Can someone explain that to me?
I mean, do they get their marching orders for the day? Do they have a
No, because
day meeting? I don't know.
The big warehouses aren't there big Amazon warehouses? You have the one out in Sefner, right?
Okay, if you start looking, there's now probably 15 of them in the Bay Area.
And then you've got the first one was in Ruskin, wasn't it? I need to know this from an early listener. If you're listening right now, why the hell are those Amazon vans lined up by the dozens and dozens in the Derby Lane parking lot on Gandy here in St. Pete? What are they doing?
You know some of those drivers must listen. You need a driver to call.
Yeah, exactly. 800-990-1047. If you're one of the Amazon drivers, why are you all lined up and all parked in the Derby Lane parking lot? Because those vans need to get loaded at a distribution center, so why are they at Derby Lane? I don't think they're bringing tractor trailers full of stuff and boxes. It doesn't make sense to me. Explain, because when I take 4th Street out, since the interstate's under construction and the 4th Street entrance and exit off of 275 is closed, we use MLK now, the next exit. But if I need to take the Gandy across, and some days I will go to South Tampa on the Gandy instead of taking the Howard Franklin home, I will pass by there, and they are sometimes leaving in a caravan of dozens of these vehicles. Somebody tell me, why are all the Amazon vans at Derby Lane? What the hell are they doing there every single morning? I mean, there's like 100 vans there. It's crazy.
I mean, Pinellas County doesn't have a distribution center. Maybe that's like the meeting point for Pinellas County's deliveries. Who knows?
That's what I want to know. Why are they there? 800, we're getting texts, but if you want to call in, if you're an Amazon driver or if you're a former Greyhound at the dog track, call us 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I want to know. I didn't even get to my moron in the news story yet. What are you getting via text?
They pay them to park there is one answer.
Oh, I know that, but why are we know that Amazon must be paying Derby Lane some money to be able to use that parking lot, but why are they there?
And then someone said that's where they just have to go to pick up vans and schedule.
But where are they loading the vans with all the merch to be delivered? That's what I want to know. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is those Amazon vans. Phones are ringing, so let's see if we have any answers. So here's the deal, is that those vans have cameras like aimed outside. Those vans apparently have cameras aimed inside, because I'm looking at a rear-facing camera inside one of those Amazon vans, and I'm looking at an Orange County burglary, a robbery. I'm looking at a dude inside the van holding a gun to the Amazon driver's head.
Take the van.
God.
Newly released dashboard cam video showed a terrifying moment. Central Florida Amazon delivery driver robbed at gunpoint. Yes, I'm taking this van loaded with boxes of like napkins and zip ties and I don't know. I mean, think of the crap that Amazon.
Know. Could be a good hole.
I don't know.
Could be a bunch of TVs.
It happened in Orange County, just to our east. According to the sheriff's office, investigators said the driver was parked at an apartment complex delivering packages when 2 men were waiting for them. When he got back into the truck, one of the suspects is seen holding a gun to the driver's neck. Deputies said they made the driver give up a cell phone and wallet before the 2 men escaped with a number of packages. What is it? What are you playing, like random roulette? What am I going to get? You might get a box of tampons in the Amazon. I mean, who knows what you're getting?
That's the excitement.
Yeah, that's what's fun.
They held the guy up and took a couple of packages and his wallet and cell phone?
Listen, this is porch pirating to the next level, man. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get.
My God. All right, hang on. We got a couple of calls rolling in here. Hey, Debbie, do you know why the Amazon vans are all lined up at Derby Lane?
Yes, I do. My son used to work there, and they all go there and meet up first before they go pick up their loads.
All right, so in Pinellas County, where do they pick up their loads?
It's close by there, but it's probably about a mile away from there.
All right, so Fester, you just said that there was not a distribution warehouse in Pinellas County, so you're wrong.
When you think about the Amazon distribution warehouse, you think about like that big behemoth building on I-4, you know?
Yeah, no. So you're telling me there is an Amazon building in... All right, so you're saying there's an Amazon warehouse to pick up all the packages right nearby?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
On Roosevelt and Ulmerton.
Well, that's right here.
Yeah.
That's right down the
I'm not
road.
sure exactly where. I just know that there is, because we would meet there and they would go pick up.
Well, there you go. And do they what? They leave their cars? I guess they leave their personal cars at Derby Lane, and then.
Yep, in the back of the Derby of the place. Yep.
Well, now you've solved the mystery. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's why we rely on MJ Morning Show listeners, and we can pretty much get the answer to anything. I can ask right now, how many pieces of green Chinese pottery in a dozen, and I'd be flooded with phone calls. So
I'd have to hang up.
I got to hang up too. Thank you. Bye, Debbie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so long. What are you showing me? You're showing me an image. I can't read that. What are you showing me?
Just the Amazon Hub on Ulmerton, just so you can see. And it says Amazon Hub.
Roxanne's like shoving her phone in my face, trying to show me the Amazon Hub.
And how many pieces in a dozen? Now I want to know.
Well, hey, you look that up, buddy. That's what you need to do.
I'm buying green Chinese pottery on Amazon right now.
There you go. Special price.
How about Canadian yarn art?
I have not finished with the morons of the news. We're going to have to carry it over here. Hold on. We'll do chunk 2 and more next. Man, I'm looking at my crap pile today. It is. We have a very busy Monday show. You don't want to miss one moment of this program. Hey, let me tell you what you don't want to miss. is 7 o'clock here at the MJ Morning Show, and the early morons continue here on Q105. Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. If you like what you hear on the MJ Morning Show and you only get to hear like a small chunk, well, imagine what you're missing. You got to figure out a way how to listen to us when you get to work. You know, have a traditional standard radio there and just tune it to 104.7 FM, Q105. You can listen on your smartphone. We're on all of the apps. We're not an iHeart station, but we are on the iHeart app. So you can go to the iHeart app. You can go to the TuneIn app. You can go to the Odyssey app, AUDACY. You can go to my Q105 app. You can go to mjmorningshow.com. And you can listen to us live. Just type in Q105 Tampa Bay, and you can listen to the MJ Morning Show wherever you go if you're outside of your car. And then, of course, the entire show is podcast by 11 a.m. every morning. So you can catch the entire program in podcast version. And then good morning to our MJ TV viewers. We're live on TV every single morning in the studio. Cameras, you get to watch us do the show. MJ TV is on mjmorningshow.com. You just look at MJ TV at the top, click on it, and when we're live 6 to 10, you can hit live stream, or you can watch any of the old shows, or watch us later on this afternoon or tonight and see what we did in the morning. All right, continuing with the morons in the news. Oh, man, are people pissed? Now, I don't normally do foreign stories, but hey,
It must be good.
well, it's different. If I get a really... Listen, my philosophy is, and Festa will tell you, there are enough morons in the United States. And really, there are enough morons in the news stories like within 100 miles of this microphone here in Florida. You know,
We like our morons American.
yeah, but every once in a while, I'll do a foreign one. In Malaysia, right? This is Malaysia, but... You have a lot of Americanized concepts or American franchises. I'm looking at photos of a Malaysian 7-Eleven. Listen, you go to Japan, they have 7-Elevens all over Japan. I mean, you got a whole bunch of little convenience store chains in Japan, but 7-Eleven is all over Japan.
Right.
The 7-Eleven, oh yeah.
I wouldn't think that.
Another one is Lawson, Lawson. Lawson is a convenience store chain, and Lawsons are all over Japan. I'm looking at a 7-Eleven. I'm looking at pictures, and at a 7-Eleven, if you go grab a frozen burrito out of the case, what is a long-standing tradition? What do you do with that frozen burrito at 7-Eleven?
Ooh.
Yes, Froggy.
You put it in the microwave.
That's right. They've got a microwave at 7-Eleven. You know, various frozen foods. You put it in the microwave. You hit the button for burrito, whatever the story. There is an image of the worker at the Malaysian 7-Eleven with one of those floor mops. And they're just cleaning out the whole microwave with the oh man, this has got the internets a going, ladies and gentlemen. As the Malaysian 7-Eleven worker has a regular floor mop. You know, the one that goes in that yellow bucket with the caution wet floor deal? They've got that whole floor mop, and they're just swirling it around inside the microwave to clean up all the burrito splatter.
All right, I know you're calling this an international morons in the news,
Yeah.
but really this could happen physically anywhere.
Well, you wonder if it has happened in the United States, if this is frowned upon, using the floor mop inside the microwave oven.
Well, if the oven's on, wouldn't it kill any of the stuff that the mop left in there that could be, bad for your food?
Listen, I'm sure. Well, the deal is that a microwave does not heat the inside of the oven. The microwave heats the food.
Really?
That's how. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. You ever notice? You open up the microwave, you touch the side. It's not
never
like
hot.
It's not going to melt your skin. Yeah. That's the microwave technology.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything more disgusting than mops.
Oh, they're nasty.
I can think of a few things.
And, mop water. Do you ever smell?
Yeah, it's
You ever taste it?
Yeah, I drink it.
You ever drink mop water?
I bottle it.
Oh, you know what? Listen, the bottled water craze is huge. The amount of the drink market in this country is billions and billions and mop water. I think that's a new.
I can see the logo right now.
Forget Monster Energy. It's mop energy.
It's a mop being like squeezed and just drippy
Oh,
gray
yeah.
waters coming out. I mean, you can walk into a building or room, and if someone has used a dirty mop to mop the floors, you can just smell
Yeah,
it.
you know.
You can. Oh, there's that smell. You know what? It's kind of like when I complain if my shirts have sat wet in the washing machine.
That's it.
Nothing is worse than like that wet, damp laundry smell that your clothes then dry, but it still has that wet, stinky, like moldy. It's that wet laundry smell. We've all experienced it.
Oh, yeah.
When the clothes are not dried quick enough and they sit and they just like get all molded up or something. That's terrible. By the way, the 7-Eleven in Malaysia, they put out a statement. We at 7-Eleven Malaysia would like to offer our sincerest apologies for the actions of one of our employees who failed to comply with our strict sanitation protocols. This is a clear violation. It does not reflect the high standards we strive to maintain in all of our stores. It would really piss people off. Then they took the mop and they cleaned off the hot dog rollers.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. Can you imagine if there was a picture of them taking the mop and putting it on the, those metal stainless steel hot dog rollers that roll?
Electrocuted.
Dude, I had a taquito recently from Circle K.
Yeah,
on
I
the
get
roll.
those.
It was great.
I get those.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You go into Circle. Where the taquitos? Or where are those located?
Right in the
On
front.
the hot dog roll. See, the hot dog roller is not just for hot dogs anymore. It's hot dogs, sausages, taquitos, egg rolls. I've been there before, and they've had damn it, what's it called? Tamales before. Yeah,
Ugh.
the hot dog roller has really been revolutionized.
It's true. I will enjoy them once in a while as well, Fester.
Yes.
I'd like to make a confession as well. My confession is as follows. I have never purchased like a hot dog at 7-Eleven. I've never purchased a slice of pizza. Seriously,
I've seen you getting plenty of Slurpees.
Listen, I'm plenty of Slurpees, but I'm talking about on the convenience store circuit. Now at these, what are you?
What's the matter with you?
Hold on, are you snickering
wheezing.
like Muttley?
I'm sorry. That just struck me funny.
I got Fester doing. Fester's doing the Muttley. It's
matter with you?
It's wacky. It's wacky racers.
I'm sorry. Froggy Slurpee line just struck me funny. That's all.
Yeah, he's putting down everything else. The guy will tear up a Slurpee.
He'll knock down those Slurpees. He'll wait in line for a good Slurpee.
No, but like Wawa and those places where they have the new food concepts where they're making the food right with the ordering and everything. I mean, I've done that, but I've in like the glass showcases with the pre-prepared. I've never. You know what?
I've never done it either.
I think once I stopped at a gas station convenience store in like South Carolina and bought some Chester's fried chicken.
That's good.
You ever see the Chester's fried chicken
Yeah.
logo around?
That's only like a convenience store fast franchise. It's like only at like those kind of places. I've never seen a freestanding Chester fried chicken.
Yeah, I think it's just like a convenience store deal where I don't know how they get it if
It's
it
like
comes
Godfather's Pizza.
in.
It's only,
Yeah.
It's only in
yeah.
gas stations.
But I think they had those actually freestanding in
Really?
some places.
Yeah, I was listening to Fester and Froggy talk about buying these taquitos and stuff, and I'm like, that must just be guy food because I've never purchased any of that
You just
stuff.
need something for your stomach.
I have to say, I've never
Yes,
seen
yes,
I've never seen a woman order anything off of one of those roller
Right.
racks. I go to Circle K like at 11:30 in the afternoon. It's all men who have real jobs and me.
Buying stuff off of the
Yep.
rollers and inside the glass window cases.
Their cheeseburgers
All
are
right,
good.
I have a moron in the news story that was sent to us by a client. So if I said that I've got a morons in the news story about a moving company, who do you think sent me this?
Andrew Duncan?
No, International Diamond Center.
Oh,
Yes.
IDC.
No, I'm kidding. No, this came from Two College Brothers. So Wade, the owner of Two College Brothers Moving and Storage, sent me this story. Listen to this. Oklahoma City mover accused of robbing clients. I'm going to tell you right now, you've got unbelievable integrity and honesty with Two College Brothers. But the point is, you've got unscrupulous movers out there. Check this out. A mover in Oklahoma City has been accused of robbing his clients. Police want to know if he's done it more than once. The suspect is accused of taking large amounts of money. Cops said he confessed to robbing clients who hired him through the All My Sons moving company and may have more charges coming. We checked security footage. We saw the movers go back into the property after they had left our new house. They went back in there. They were in the house for approximately 2 minutes, and then they left after that, leaving the front door and the garage door open, said Eric Lewis, an All My Sons customer. Lewis said he was cleaned out after hiring movers back in October. No one has been arrested in the case, but police are investigating whether Nathaniel Crockett may be involved. New documents revealed Crockett confessed to robbing a different couple who hired him as a mover in November. The homeowner said they were forced under blankets at gunpoint while Crockett went straight for the lockbox full of cash.
Jeez.
Wait, after police arrested Crockett, they went to his employer where they learned that he was suspected in the October case and one more burglary. Wait, this is insane. So wait a minute, but they know, don't the people that you robbed know that you're the moving guy? How long can you get away with this? I mean, I can see a situation, Fester, where a bad, unscrupulous, crappy moving company where they maybe go through drawers, or if they see something during the move, they'll take it, they'll pocket it, and I'm sure that happens as well with some bad movers. But how do you rob your client? They know exactly who you are.
That would be a blimp and shrimp moving move.
I mean,
that would have been.
this is absolutely flipping nuts.
Did I mention, did you say the name of the company?
It was All My Sons Moving and Storage.
Oh, my.
All My Sons. I think that's franchised, and it doesn't mean that. I don't think it doesn't obviously mean that all of the franchisees around the country are bad.
Yeah.
But listen, this is another example why you want two college brothers, locally owned and operated. Two college brothers. And thanks for not only are they spending money and we're endorsing their moving company, they're sending me content. That's a dream client right there. All right, 7:13 at the MJ Morning Show, and we are about to start the incredibly long 1 hour and 20 second. Oh man, 1 hour and 20 minute. We're about to start the 1 hour and 20 minute long MJ Morning Show chunk next, including I got a couple of emails. Fester's got a revelation. Fester's got a problem. Fester, Fester's got, you think he's got the myasthenia gravis problem? He's got another problem we got to discuss in just a matter of moments. Oh, and I love when people send me stories that are 7 years old and they think they're new. I'll explain in just a matter of moments, and it's a little bit of a sensitive issue. And it's all coming up next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. the hell is this? What is this?
What is going on?
Hey, Andrew, what is this?
What are you doing?
Andrew, what is this? Why is this in the computer?
I don't know.
What? Yeah. What is? The computer's locked. Why is this in the log? Why is this? What is this? Andrew, come in here. Stop this. What is going on?
Isn't this called Eat My Face?
What? What is this? This is not one of the greatest hits of the 80s. What is this?
Dude, here he is. There you go.
Yeah. What is this? Shut it off. Andrew, what is going on? Hold on. It just, oh my God.
What was that?
I don't know.
Play it again.
Oh, this is what's supposed to play. Andrew, what is going on with our wide orbit here? Andrew, what is going? Do you have any idea?
I'll look into it. I don't know.
I like the other one better.
Oh my God!
Is that Slayer?
I don't know what the heck that was. All right, hang on. Back in 3 minutes. MJ Morning Show. Five, 7:25. Let's go. Long chunk of the MJ Morning Show starts right now. Andrew, any idea what the hell happened with our computer system? That was nuts.
I don't know. I was pushing buttons all over. Couldn't find where it went.
That was the Thunder of Steel Clouds. The Thunder? The name of the song was "Thunder of Steel" by Clouds as Oceans. Is that it?
Oh, it sounds like.
How did that get into the computer? And then we couldn't shut it off. Man, that was insane.
Yeah, that was nutty. I don't know.
All right.
I'm about to get a pit going.
7:25 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Beads out the butt, man. I still heard from a ton of people, hey, MJ, there's still tons of beads out the butt signs at the Gasparilla Parade. We started that back in the mid-90s. It was maybe 97. You know what it was? It started as just a conversation that we were having on the air. It was BJ and myself. It was back during the MJ and BJ days, which ran from 94 until early 2001. BJ left in February of 2001, and then we rebranded as just the MJ Morning Show. But it was a conversation that BJ and I had. I'll tell you exactly how it happened. Festa, you were there. You remember. It was, remember every year I was all ticked off when we ran out of beads. Nothing is worse, and I hate it. I hated when we ran out of beads on the MJ and BJ and then the MJ Morning Show float. Nothing is worse than you have a chunk of the parade to go and you got nothing to throw.
And you're just waving.
And you're standing there with like your thumbs up, where, and it's like, oh my God, we're out of beads.
You've done poor bead management. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Guess what? Bead management is a concept that I what are you going, oh God, about, Froggy?
And every time Kim sees beads,
Roxanne doesn't
PTSD.
realize. Yeah, Roxanne doesn't realize the power that the term MJ bead management has with people that have known him for a long time.
Oh, but Fester, yes, I do. I was in when he was Grand Marshal last year for the Ybor Night Parade.
That's right.
I instructed all about that.
I was Grand Marshal, and Roxanne heard about bead management probably
the entire ride, probably the parade float.
The entire ride. But I invented the concept of bead management back in the 1990s. And, man, nothing ticked me off more when we ran out of beads. So I would demand so many beads. I dubbed it beads out the butt.
Right,
So,
BM, bead management. I can see it all tying together.
Beads out the butt, and that's where the concept came from, is that one year we ran out of beads, and after that I said, never again. Never again will we run out of beads during Gasparilla. We're going to have beads out the butt. In fact, we're no longer with the radio station we used to be with, but I'm telling you right now that my term of bead management, I'm sure, comes up all the time.
Wasn't it initially an idea to have Malcolm Glazier's butt shoot out the beads?
So
okay,
I think that was sort of in the mix.
That was the catalyst for our infatuation with butts.
I remember you were like, I want a big ass and I want it to shoot beads out of it, which would have been amazing.
Malcolm Money Butt.
Money Butt.
No, that was Malcolm Money Butt.
Oh, okay.
No, you're thinking of something else.
Yeah, okay, I got the two conflicted.
When the Glazers bought the Buccaneers, I had, because they were loaded, and Malcolm Glazer was touted as being a billionaire and owning all these trailer parks up in Rochester and all that stuff, and what I did was and I don't think the Glazers like this, but I came up with the Malcolm Money Butt, and we wanted to have a Malcolm Glazer, like a giant figurine statue, bent over, and his butt would shoot money out of the butt. So we drive around town, and it would go, and just. The Malcolm Money
like
Butt.
One of those money guns. Yeah, just shoot it out.
That was instead of a money gun, which you can buy those for like $20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So instead of the money gun, where you can load up packages of like ones and fives, I had the idea for the Malcolm Money Butt, and it was a giant butt that we would drive around on a trailer.
Oh, that's an idea.
We would drive through neighborhoods, and the Malcolm Glazer Money Butt would just shoot money out the ass.
That would have been one of the best promos ever.
It would have, and the Glazers complained about it, and and I think they threatened us with no Bucks promotions. So
big deal.
So we never actually made the Malcolm Money Butt.
So that had nothing to do with the beads out the butt.
No. But clearly we were infatuated with butts.
Clearly,
no. But one year we ran out of beads, and I said, never again. So the next year I said, we're not running out of beads. This year we've got beads out the butt. And I said, beads out the butt. If you hold a sign at the parade that reads MJ Morning Show, beads out the butt, we're going to bead you big time. And that's how beads out the butt was born.
Man, the amount of signs you used to see, holy cow.
It was outrageous. And they're still out there. I've got a couple of pictures. People emailed me. I got texts from friends of mine. Hey, your beads out the butt signs are still at the parade.
Old school.
Yeah. Oh, and
you need a logo for that.
Hey, speaking of beads, the Aquarium is doing that deal again. I think they started it last year. The Aquarium.
Clean up.
Yeah, for the Florida Aquarium downtown. By the way, hello to Eric. Eric with the handlebar mustache down at the Florida Aquarium. Good guy. He happened to be on my Red Sea Egypt scuba trip. Yeah, with a bunch of local Tampa divers last March. But the Florida Aquarium, they're doing that deal again. If you bring in a 5-gallon bucket filled with beads, like, a cleanup deal, they'll give you like half off an admission to the, I would up that and just, if you bring in a 5-gallon bucket worth of beads, you ought to get the whole damn thing free. But they'll give you 50% off one general admission ticket yesterday through February 12th.
What if I just have a bunch of beads at my house and I say I cleaned them up?
Listen, it doesn't matter. You just bring them beads.
Okay.
They don't know. What do you think? There are RF trackers on there? Oh, sir, these were not at the parade.
I mean,
you're
I'll bring
trying
10
to defraud
buckets.
us. Security! This guy's trying to defraud us.
Hey, Froggy, let's just raid the promotions department and you and I go to the aquarium later
for
this week.
real.
Hey, Fessa, you're a little distorted with your home setup. Can you?
What are you using today?
Listen, it's just probably a matter of how far I hold.
Are you still talking into the Microsoft tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
your mic.
It's not bad. Fester is literally talking into the little pin-sized hole in the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 tablet, and it doesn't sound bad. You just can't get too close to it.
Okay.
You got to find the sweet spot. So one other thing with beads, and with the cleanups, and I think the city. The city also for this year for 2023. The city of Tampa, they launched the bead reuse program, which that's new on top of the aquarium deal.
What?
Let me and listen, I got some very interesting things to say about beads, folks. Hold on in just a second. For the 2023 event season, the city of Tampa's Department of Solid Waste and Environmental Program Management, they're launching the bead reuse program. This is a ABC Action News story. Gasparilla goers are encouraged to bring leftover beads to any of the following collection locations during regular business hours, Monday, January 30th, that's today, through May 2023. Kate Jackson Community Center, the Loretta Ingram Recreational Complex, the Copeland Park Center, McDonald Training Center. You bring your beads by, and they're going to reuse beads. So they don't.
What? How
Are
do
they
you
gonna clean them?
reuse beads?
The program gives unwanted beads a home, prevents them from polluted Tampa's waste stream, so they don't end up in the trash in the landfill. Over 10,000 pounds of beads have been delivered to the McDonald Training Center since the program's start. So they're looking to keep the beads out of the water. Listen, you know what happens. The deal also, why the aquarium got involved, do you know how many beads end up thrown into Old Hillsborough Bay off the bay shore? You know
yeah.
It's crazy how many beads end up in the water. And here's my, and then we'll move on from beads.
This has some bad optics to it, man. Why don't they just call it a recycling program instead of a bead reusing program? How are you going to use a bead a second time?
Oh, many, many, many ways.
All right, listen to me very carefully. Folks, the number of beads that I've handled over the years, I guess I'm lucky I don't have finger cancer because do you know what our hands look like after we go through dozens and dozens of boxes? We're talking like a gross. There's like what is it, like 12 dozen, whatever it is. A gross is 12 dozen. So I think it's even more in the cases. But those like cube cases, and they're all like made in China. Those beads are all made. They're made in factories. They don't have any standards over there. I mean, the lead paint and the other heavy metals and the crap that's probably in those beads and the paint. You should see my fingers after I've done those parades, and I did like 18 Gasparillas. You ought to see my fingers were pitch black, like I ran my hands in a coal bin on an old steam train. And I'm like, oh my God! I mean, these chemicals from China, the lead, the arsenic, the cadmium, whatever the hell's in it can't be good for me.
And then it's on people's necks all day.
And then they get thrown in the water. I'm telling you, those beads made in China are nasty.
Dick.
So
we want American beads.
Yes, American lead-free, arsenic, and cadmium heavy metal-free beads. But that's That's my beatatorial here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Anybody else have anything to add before I move on?
About beads?
Yeah,
Yes.
You really beat that one to death, MJ.
Yeah, you beat it to
I
death.
beat
Good one,
that to
Buster.
death. All right, so moving along. There are some car insurance companies that are not insuring certain cars. Do you know what they are?
Electric ones?
Nope. We've talked about this. Major car insurance companies are beginning not to insure or maybe even dropping clients. What is going on with the so-called challenge?
Smokers?
No.
Like a challenge, like a car challenge?
It's the Hyundai and Kia car theft challenge that's
Oh,
been going.
no.
Yes. So Progressive and State Farm are among the biggest of the auto insurers in the country. They're apparently refusing to write auto insurance policies in some cities for the older Hyundai and Kia models that have been deemed too easy to rip off.
But you're just the owner. You're not the thief, and you're getting punished.
Yeah, well, because they don't want the liability. They don't want the risk. They've got risk management going on. Hey, listen, did I mention that I'm hosed on my homeowner's insurance? I mentioned that, right? I've been canceled.
Oh, you did talk about that.
My as far as hurricane coverage, with what happened with Hurricane Ian down in Southwest Florida, a lot of the insurance companies are canceling Florida homeowners policies. And my home's on Tampa Bay. I built my home pretty high. When I built, I was A10, so you're supposed to build 10 feet, or the flood zone was 10 feet. I built to 11 feet 2 inches. I built my house another foot and 2 inches higher.
What an overachiever.
You build your house high, dude? That shouldn't work under the influence.
No,
All the construction workers were.
But hey, my homeowner's insurance has been canceled. I got a non-renewal from my company. It was a pretty good insurance company, one of the top-rated AAA insurance companies. They non-renewed me, so I've got no excess flood and I've got no hurricane coverage. I've got no homeowners policy beginning June 1st, right when hurricane season starts.
I mean, that sucks.
So I got to figure out, what to do with all that, whether they can get me rewritten. But then they're telling me that I can expect to pay maybe 50% more for my homeowner's premium. Anyway, back over to the car issue. Some 2015 through 2019 Hyundai and Kia models are incredibly easy to steal. That was the steering column deal, and you use a USB connector. And, I mean, it's become a challenge. On social,
doesn't sound very challenging to steal one.
Well, it doesn't, but it's become like this meme on social media with all these videos, and now you have some of these insurance companies that are saying, nope, we're not insuring. Some of the cities include Denver and St. Louis, and I don't know about Tampa Bay, but we've heard that there's a rash of these. St. Pete, we mentioned this it was Clearwater, right? I think it was Clearwater.
Yeah, in Clearwater is where we talked about it.
Clearwater. Let me see if I can get Chief Slaughter on from the Clearwater PD. But they were giving out like free wheel locks, weren't they?
Or the club or something.
Yeah. Hey,
Club still works good.
Hey, can we call you live? And I'm just sending a text to Dan Slaughter, who's the chief of police.
How long have you known him?
3-4 years, maybe.
I just want to know if he was a sergeant.
Oh, Sergeant Slaughter?
Because you get to call him that.
I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure he was a sergeant
At one point.
I'm sure coming up through the ranks. I'm sure he once was. No, but that's a big deal. Can you imagine your car insurance is canceled? Nope. You've got one of those Kias that are easy to steal. You got one of those Hyundais that are easy to rip off. So this is a deal. SUVs and cars that don't have electronic immobilizers, which rely on a computer chip in the car, and that's the deal. A lot of these cars these days, you got to have the actual key fob in order for the electronic connection to be made in order to start the vehicle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
Your car's like that, Roxanne.
yeah, no. I mean, all the BMWs are like that. Listen, most cars are like that. Yeah, you know that you have that feature.
Really? Wow. Cool.
Hang on a sec. He's texting me back. Free wheel locks. Hang on.
All right. So MJ's texting.
Yeah, texting the chief.
Wait.
Well, listen.
Okay, text.
This-
Text.
Because
call
I
my-
also want to ask him, are they still seeing the rash? I know that St. Pete PD, they were slammed with these things. These older Kias and Hyundais were getting ripped off all over the place in St. Pete. And I know it must have been big in Clearwater because the Clearwater Police Department was offering these free wheel locks for people with the Hyundais and Kias because it was better for them to help people prevent the car from getting stolen than having to chase all these stolen cars with the steering columns all blasted out.
Yes,
Hang on a
thankfully
sec.
for law enforcement, it has gone down because they've all been stolen.
Yeah, he said
There's
call.
no more.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Let me just buzz him real quick here.
Every time you got to take that wheel lock on and off every time.
Well, it's like the club, man. It's I don't know exactly which wheel lock they were giving out in Clearwater.
Dan Slaughter.
Hello, Chief Slaughter, Clearwater PD. How you doing?
Pretty good, Ty. Good morning.
Hey.
How are you, Jay?
Hey, no problem. Hey, we're talking about the latest now on the easy-to-steal Hyundais and Kias 2015 through 2019.
Right.
We're hearing now that Progressive and State Farm are canceling policies or refusing to write policies on some of those models in certain cities.
I read an article on that over the weekend myself. I was surprised to hear that, but pretty aggressive tactic by the insurance companies, I got to say. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So are you seeing a slowdown or is it still a problem with these vehicles getting stolen?
I think the data's not clear yet since we started doing all the media and the steering wheel locking devices. I don't know if we really got enough data to see if it's slowing down yet, but we're hoping so.
Now, you guys did a really cool program for the people with the affected Kias and Hyundais. You were offering them free wheel lock devices. Are these like the club?
Yeah, the typical Old South Club. They were actually donated to us by Hyundai to help us hand them out. So,
Well, how many have you given out?
gosh, I was afraid you'd ask me that when you texted me. I'm not sure. I know we got a second supply that we're currently distributing right now.
Wow.
But they went pretty quick, even if the first round went pretty quick. But we're hoping that'll help make a difference.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for keeping Clearwater safe. Oh, and Froggy wanted to know if you were ever a sergeant.
Yes.
Yes, I was. A lot of jokes.
I'm sure you never heard that.
I got a photo with them and all. It was a great thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lieutenant, I got the Forrest Gump Lieutenant Dan jokes, too. So
There
I
you
got 'em
go.
all.
Anyway, Sergeant, now Chief Slaughter, Clearwater Police Department. Chief, thanks for coming on, man.
Have a great day.
We'll see you soon. So look at that. They went through their first. I didn't know that Hyundai was giving them the wheel locks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a certain 2015 through 2019 Hyundai or Kia, and a lot of people don't realize they're like the same company. That Hyundai owns a big chunk of Kia, I think like half or whatever the percentage is, but it's virtually the same company. So just be careful. Certain cars, they're very easy to steal, and literally they use a USB cable and they can rip off your car.
Insane.
It's
Crazy.
absolutely insane. Who watched football yesterday? Who watched the championship games?
Yeah, football, man. Yeah.
Froggy, give us a whole recap.
Yeah, I mean, the ball, it's brown, I believe. And it was thrown about and kicked a few times.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is
Because it was the playoffs, the championship games.
Yeah. Well, the Super Bowl is set, so we know the Super Bowl is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh, Kermit,
And
Fester.
again,
I know.
my prediction was completely wrong. I picked the 49ers and I picked the Bengals. And I was completely wrong. I had no idea what the hell I was talking about. But did you see who was the player? It was a Chiefs player, Travis Kelce. Is that his name?
Yes, Travis Kelce. Yes, probably the best player on their team, maybe besides Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, come on, don't you know? Jeez.
Yeah, God. He's like the Fozzie Bear to Mahomes' Kermit.
All right, so I have audio. Did you see what he said after the game? Did you see what he said? So the sideline reporter is interviewing Patrick Mahomes after the Chiefs beat the Bengals.
Oh, and he ran into the side and said something during the interview?
Yeah, because
bombed
he was
it?
rude.
No. So they're in the middle of the field, and the reporter's interviewing Mahomes, and here comes this Travis Kelce. He's a big dude, also.
Oh, Travis, what did you do?
And
So you have to understand, MJ, the Bengals and the Chiefs have played 3 times while Joe Burrow has been quarterback, and Mahomes was yet to beat him before yesterday. So Burrow kind of owned Mahomes, and he kind of owned the stadium, and they kind of changed the name a little bit.
all right, so the situation was this. I think it was the mayor of Cincinnati made some kind of claim that instead of the Chiefs Stadium being Arrowhead Stadium, it should be Burrowhead Stadium.
Oh,
Because
clever.
Burrow owned the Chiefs at one point in Arrowhead Stadium.
And Burrow sounds a little bit like Arrow.
Burrow.
Okay.
So the
Very clever.
The mayor of Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken, said something like, "Yeah, it's Burrowhead Stadium, not Arrowhead." And the Chiefs obviously won, beating the Bengals. So here comes this Travis Kelce while they're interviewing Mahomes, congratulating him for the win.
How did you guys do this against the Bengals with just coming back and finally finishing this one off to head to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I also want to thank God, man. Woo! Burrow had my ass! Woo! It's Mahomes' house! Hey, first off, like I said, I want to thank God, man.
So did you hear that?
Burrow had my ass!
So
It's not easy being Mahomes.
so Travis Kelce jumps in and says,
Burrow had my ass!
Okay.
Burrow had my ass!
so he says, Burrow had my ass, and
stop.
instead of Arrowhead.
You're being
Yeah,
silly. I'm
yeah.
being interviewed.
I'd like to thank God and Fozzie Bear.
Guys, hold on. Why do you guys think? Well, hold
I
on.
thought he has a gravelly voice.
And my wife.
Guys, why do you think that Mahomes looks like Kermit the Frog?
Yes.
I saw a picture of Mahomes right next to Kermit the Frog. They almost sound the same.
All right, Fester,
They look
hey,
very
Fester,
similar.
Don't see
you're
it.
distorted, dude.
All right, let me pull it back. They look very similar.
Why don't you get you know what? How about getting a real microphone? If you're going to do this from home, get a real microphone.
Let's not go crazy.
He has one upstairs. He has 2.
Yeah.
Listen, Mahomes is a dead ringer for Kermit the Frog.
He is not a dead ringer
Yes.
for Kermit the Frog.
No. throw you
he
the ball.
sounds like Kermit the Frog.
not easy being green.
His wife has blonde hair.
Just like Miss Piggy's.
Connection.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Oh, when I threw the touchdown to Gonzo, I was really excited.
Listen, I do not think that Mahomes looks like Kermit the Frog. Anyway,
Hey.
it's pretty funny that this Kelce guy says this. I want to play it one more time.
Burrow had my ass! Burrow had my ass!
He jumps in on the, what was that, CBS? I think it was CBS, yeah.
You know who Kelsey's brother is, right?
Kelsey Grammer.
Yes, Kelsey
I
Grammer.
have no idea.
Oh, dear Lord.
Kelsey's brother will be playing against him in the Super Bowl. He's an Eagle.
No way.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So Jason Kelly is the center for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first time 2 brothers will be playing each other in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Interesting. Interesting.
Really? That's a first time ever stat? Really?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Hi ho.
Hey, Roxanne.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in charge of this. It's 7:49, rolling up on 7:50, and I teased something to be delivered at roughly 7:45 this morning. So let me pay that sucker off. I teased something to the effect that coming up Monday morning at 7:45, so right about now, if you're totally stressed out at work, we're going to tell you how to fix that. And I think we need to implement this right here, right now, in the MJ Morning Show studio.
This
Okay.
sounds
Stressed out at work, so we're going to start doing this.
And I'm not saying that this is exclusive only to us. I'm saying just anybody.
Anybody can implement it.
Anybody. So anyone, I'm not stressed out, but sometimes I feel that maybe, Roxanne, you're a bit stressed out in here.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
I'm not stressed out in here.
Dude, do you guys have any idea how stressful it is to pull off that Kermit impression?
Yes.
Oh,
Takes everything out of me.
Kermit.
All right, if you are stressed out at work, is that you?
What's the matter with you?
Fester? You're doing like
What's happening?
I'm just laughing at my Kermit impression.
It's not that funny.
Fester's just going. He's like just snickering like all morning.
All right.
All right, here's the deal.
What's the deal?
If you are stressed out at work, there is new research that shows. Do you know what this is going to? Do you know
I have
this?
no idea, but I did order us a scalp massager that should arrive on Tuesday. So if it involves giving each other scalp massages, we're in luck.
Oh, you're talking about that metal thing? It looks like a kitchen utensil.
A whisk.
Ooh,
An
I'm
opened up
excited.
whisk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, the scent of rose oil effectively reduces work stress with daily use. If you are stressed out at work, a brand new study suggests that you can get rid of stress at work by sniffing certain scents, including rose oil.
All right.
I'm shocked that you're saying. So you want me to go out and buy some rose oil so that we can be less stressed in here?
Listen, I'm not stressed, but
No.
I know that you're twirling your hair all morning long.
That's just what I do all the time. It's a tick.
All right.
So listen.
It's a tick.
Yeah.
Hold on, your hair twirling is a tick.
It's a tick.
Does your tick have Rocky Mountain spotted fever or Lyme disease by any chance?
I hope not.
Yeah.
MJ, this is so awkward for you of all people because
Yes.
I know how weird you are about scents.
You're literally the olfactory police.
No. I'm not saying. Listen to me. I'm not saying that you douse the room with it. I'm not saying you pour it on the counter or impregnate it. Maybe that's not the right word. Into like the sound panels on the wall. But if you have the rose oil in a little canister, and Roxanne, when you get stressed out and you get all flustered and you're twirling your hair and pulling it out in clumps, like you got that alopecia over there, you just sniff the rose oil. You're twirling it right now while I'm talking about it.
I was demonstrating.
You're twirling.
I was demonstrating how I twirl.
You're twirling like a baton major in a parade.
It is not a Yankee twirl.
You're like
It's
the
just
Gaither High School band at Gasparilla twirling the batons.
Ooh.
It's not a yank my hair out in clumps kind of twirl. It's just to like soften the curls that are already there and reimplant them. I do it for aesthetics and just
You've
for
got
fun.
a bald spot on your head. You look like that G.I. Joe doll when I was a kid that had the bald spot. Anyway, if you want to try this, go get some rose oil. And Froggy, you're all stressed out all the time. You're just a walking. You need to get a giant stress ball, is what you need as well.
I do. I have a beanbag and I just punch it.
Yeah.
And hump it.
Rose. All right, really?
I mean punch it. I just punch.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, come on, Froggy.
According to new research, the scent of rose oil effectively reduces work stress if you use it on a daily basis. Sniffing that thing up. So give that a whirl.
Someone said
Yeah.
that they've worked in toxic environments, but rose oil would not have cut through that. So
Really?
Rose oil would not cut through the toxic environment?
yeah, in other words, I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but I mean, if you really have a bad environment.
Who's putting this study out? Is it like Big Scent? I mean, wouldn't lavender do
It's
the
like,
same thing?
dude, it's university research. I'm just passing it along. All right, we've got a problem with Fester. Fester has discovered that his situation medically with him not leaving the house and not driving his car. Fester sent me a note last night. We got a problem. I haven't driven the 2004 Lincoln in 2 weeks. Tried to go out and start it up today. It's dead.
Oh.
And then Fester says, and we can't jump it with Allison's Tesla. Is that true? You can't. Oh, I guess there's no battery.
There's no battery.
Well, there are tons of batteries, but
You can't jump it from the plug?
yeah. Wow.
I don't think you can.
Is the car still dead?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Did it do anything? Did it even do the click, 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 click? Did it do that?
yeah, it did the clicks and it did the overhead lights.
Battery's dead.
Man.
So the dash panel lit up, but it didn't turn over.
Well,
So-
listen, have Steps Towing come out. You know, Todd Steps is a friend of the show.
Yeah, he'll give me a jump.
Have them come out and they'll jump you up good. But Fester,
MJ, go over and jump his car. What are you doing?
listen, if you want me to go, didn't I go over to your place one time and fix something with your car or something?
One time.
Yeah. And
years
then
and years ago.
Fester's got a problem, so his car is dead.
Yes.
Because it has had no use because it's been sitting there. And then the other thing is Fester sent me a picture of his handicap shower stool.
Oh, God.
So now Fester's got like a medical aid. Does it wear you out to stand in the shower? You got to sit? Is that it?
Well, I might have fallen in the shower last
Oh,
my
no.
gosh. Oh, no.
Oh, my
I know.
God. I mean, breaking news.
I would like to. That's the goal.
Dude, you fell in the that's how like old people break their hips.
I've fallen.
And I can't get up.
So
Oh, you need Life Alert. We gotta get the Life Alert collar for you. I've fallen and I can't get up.
So
What happened?
my knees kind of just stopped working. They buckled and I went straight down. So it was like a complete. I didn't fall and hit my head or anything. But it was like a fall.
happened?
Like picture standing up and then going straight to squatting position. I fell straight down. Yes.
Oh my Jesus!
Well,
Wow.
that's a better way to fall. I mean, you didn't end up on your back.
I didn't hit my head or anything like that, so I was good. I got a couple of scrapes because
What? Are you just playing stuff?
I'm just going through my sound wall here.
Okay, you are out of control today, MJ.
Why? What's wrong?
You're just throwing insults at everybody. Fester could have been hurt.
Hold on. What insults am I throwing?
You're being immature.
Fester fell in the shower, so I'm playing stuff like.
What happened?
and laughs.
What's wrong with that?
I mean Oprah with a what?
And Fester, with your dead battery, you need to get
A new car!
All right, go ahead.
So I fell in the shower. I tell my wife about it.
sorry.
And she says we need to get you. I'm going to buy you a shower seat. I was like, no, you're not. She was yes, and she went to the store.
I have one of those.
Okay, do you know how much they cost?
A shot. Well, first of all, Fester sent me, and what was that? I just heard a toot.
Fester, did you just toot?
No.
What was that?
Oh, I heard it in my ears
What
too.
was that? I just heard like a little.
I heard it, but I didn't.
It came from. I mean, it
Was that a Wendy
did-
Williams
It
toot?
didn't come from.
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely. I apologize.
That literally was. That's a Wendy Williams clip.
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely.
Okay, MJ.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Speaking of toots,
Yeah.
I saw about 5 articles this weekend about The View.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
I know, but I say we talked about it, and I'm reading about it all weekend.
Yeah. Anyway,
and now we have a toot here.
Fester, who was that? It sounded like it came from your end, Fester.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, Fester sends me a link to the shower stool that they purchased, and it's the Medline. The
Yes.
Medline shower chair without bath bench supports up to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, man, that gives you what, about 70 pounds to spare?
Okay, so look at the price. What was the price on it?
Your link to Amazon does not have the price.
Okay, I think it was like $49.
That's not bad.
Okay, Allison buys it, right? And I was like, how much was that? She goes, it's $49. And I was like, oh no. I am not spending $50 on this chair. So on a scale of 1 to 10, tell
Dude,
me
if you need a chair because you're falling in the shower, what is $49.99?
Dude, you're going to fall again in the shower sitting on
what
some crap.
if I told you
Yeah.
I found the exact same one on Facebook Marketplace, slightly used, for a lot less.
Oh, you're
A
gonna put
shower chair?
You're gonna put your butt. You're gonna put your naked butt where naked butts have been before.
It is $7.
Of all things,
There's something wrong with
dude,
it.
dude,
It's gonna go out.
of all things to buy new.
You're
I've been
buying a used shower chair where somebody had all kinds of like gross body parts on that chair.
It was advertised in like new condition, and
Disgusting.
it was. I let it sit in a hot shower for like 15 minutes before I used it, and it was great. And I saved like...
Wait, you bought it?
Yes, I met them. I made Allison drive to the Wesley Chapel
That's
Walmart
safe.
and meet the lady.
Wait a minute. Your wife went to a Wesley Chapel Walmart parking lot to buy a used shower chair for $7?
Well, I didn't exactly
Oh
tell her
my
where we were going. I
God.
worked at, I can't drive right now. So I needed her as my chauffeur. And I didn't tell her where we were going. I told her I needed to head to Wesley Chapel to run a couple of errands. So we're driving up there, and I was like, hey, pull into the Walmart. We're going to meet a lady. And she goes, for what? And I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy this lady's shower chair. And she was horrified. But we bought the chair, $7. I saved.
You sat on it once and it collapsed like balsa wood.
MJ, it was the
and
same
now
one.
you got all broken L3, L4.
I've used it 3 times. It's fantastic. It's quite comfortable. I may keep it.
Did
after
you
I feel
sniff
better.
it before you? Did you clean it? Did you
Well,
sanitize it?
And like I said, I put the shower as hot as it goes. I let it sit there for like 15
Dude, you should
minutes.
use alcohol swabs and wipes
how
on
about
that
you
thing.
Clean it.
Use paint thinner or something just to clean that thing.
I boiled it out.
I'm telling you right now, that lady that your wife met in the Walmart parking lot in Wesley Chapel, her bare butt was on that chair.
Yeah, what if she had a butt fungus or amoebas?
Butt fungus. That's a great name for a band.
Yeah, coming up next, butt fungus. Don't move.
All right, rock on.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, one night only, it's butt fungus. Oh, that is a great. Do we have any butt fungus?
It's my new name.
Yeah, hang on. I think we might actually have some butt fungus. I'm looking for it in the computer. Hang on a minute.
Let
I'm
me
looking.
see if
Yeah.
Spotify has butt
Yeah,
fungus.
see if they have butt fungus. That is I'm telling you, dude, that is a great name for a band.
Oh, there's already a band.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Listen to this. Here we go. Here's some butt fungus.
Yeah.
That's some butt fungus right there.
You know what? There's a band called Foot Fungus.
Is it really?
There's a band called Toe Fungus.
No, there's not.
But no butt fungus. I swear to God, I'm looking at Spotify.
Wow.
Wiener fungus.
Roxanne, you sent me like a reverse, like sexual harassment grope story.
Yeah, I did. I liked that one.
How is that possible? Reverse.
Reverse sexual.
It's like, because they want to do reverse cowgirl. And
Roxanne,
gosh, Roxanne.
Too much.
Stop.
It's a family
Roxanne,
show.
really?
There are kids
Really?
listening.
What is wrong with
It
you?
is a good move.
All right. So,
my favorite.
all right, now, guys, stop. All right, when you think, Froggy, I'll
Sir.
throw this out to you.
Sir.
When I say reverse sexual harassment grope story, what comes to mind if I say a sexual harassment grope story? Give me the people involved.
Harvey Weinstein.
All right, not a bad guess. All right, what I'm saying is if you think of a grope sexual harassment situation at a business, you think of a guy, a male,
Oh, yeah.
groping a
Female.
exactly. So what would a reverse grope sexual harassment story be?
A male, of course. Groping a male?
You know, that might work as well, but no, it's even more
Female groping a male.
Yes, and Roxanne, you're like fascinated by this. You sent this
yeah.
to me and you're like, we got to talk about this.
for sure, because usually you don't hear these types of stories, and apparently this woman appears to be guilty of being the perp,
My goodness.
being the harasser, the groper.
White, listen to this. This is an actual headline from the Daily Mail. White ex-Google executive sues Google for firing him after he rejected his Asian female boss's groping advances at a swanky New York City dinner, prompting her to accuse him of microaggressions. So this guy, Ryan Olahan, who is a very good-looking guy, I might add. I'm comfortable enough with my heterosexuality. I can point out that this guy's
Is he?
I think he's an attractive guy. I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
With a keen eye like that, you can be a Google executive.
All right, so Ryan Olahan, 48, claims he was fired from Google after rejecting his Asian boss, Tiffany Miller, of groping him at the Fig and Olive restaurant in Manhattan. And he claims that she groped him. He kind of refused, I should say. He kind of pushed off her advances and that he claims that she retaliated against him.
But let's talk about the specifics of the advances.
She grabbed his fig and olives.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She rubbed his abs, and she said he had a nice body. And then she said her marriage lacked spice. And then she said that she knew that he liked Asian women because his wife is Asian.
She is a freakadeek.
Froggy, your fig and olive joke doesn't work because they're the same thing.
Well, that's the name of the restaurant.
I know, but
You're saying that an olive is round and a fig is somewhat, well, more ovalish, really. You know,
Twig and berries.
If the place was called Fig and Twig, that'd be a different
fig and twig.
That'd be a funny joke.
But I wonder if we have any listeners that are listening to the MJ Morning Show right now who have been in this situation. Or if there are any...
a reverse situation?
Yeah, I wonder if there's any... I wouldn't expect the female groper. So a female boss
of course,
who is a groper, I don't think that they would call us and say, yeah, I was the groper. I got in trouble. I groped the guy at work. I was the boss. And I did the reverse sexual harassment grope deal. But I'm guessing we could probably get other people that might have heard about this or witnessed it in their office. All right, let's try it. Let's go to phones. Let's hit the phones right now. Do you know of this reverse kind of sexual harassment groping deal where the woman was making comments about the guy, or the woman was grabbing the guy's butt, or doing inappropriate touching on the guy? So the woman committing the sexual harassment or the groping of the man. If you have any story whatsoever, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So I'd love to hear your story. 800-990-1047. If you want to remain anonymous, not mention the place of business, or maybe you left there a while ago and you don't give a flying crap. You'll mention it all day long. So... Any angle on this, I'd love to hear. Or listen, if you're a man and you got groped by a woman, or if you know of a situation where in most cases it's the male, making the advance on the woman, but what about the woman making the advance on the guy? All right, phones are starting to ring here. Andrew is screening. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So, Roxanne, you sent me the story. You're very excited to talk about this.
I am.
Had you been in a situation where you touched a guy against his wishes?
Numerous times. And,
are you kidding around?
I just retaliate against
Did
you do that to Derek?
You're kidding around, right?
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
That's what I'm saying. You're kidding around. You've never touched a guy, right?
No,
well,
not
Doug.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm talking about in a workplace environment against the guy's wishes. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly. I've never done that.
Never touched Pat George?
All right, let's hit Anonymous in Tarpon Springs.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Hey, Anonymous, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. All right, what do you want to share?
Well, I actually had a situation where my manager did that, and she was very attractive. So I didn't have a problem with it at all.
Whoa. All right.
So if she was ugly, you would?
You don't hear about these stories that much because if a girl gropes a guy's probably going to act on it. So I know I did. It was awful.
Oh, gosh.
How long ago was this?
This is probably about 8 years ago.
And was it local? Did it happen in town?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was in Tampa.
And what was the... do you want to mention the name of the business or no?
I don't.
Give us some of the details. What type of business? Was it an office environment? Was it sales? Was it retail? Was it...
Yeah, it was sales. I was an outside sales rep.
Outside sales rep, and this happened, the female was the boss in the office?
The female was the boss, yes. She managed about 8 of us.
And, let's keep it clean for broadcast, but what exactly did she do?
Well, it kind of started just like with some comments and stuff, because she would have to do one-on-one with each of us sales reps. And it would just kind of start with some comments and stuff. And I was like, I didn't think it was really going to lead to anything. I just thought maybe, she was just kind of being a little flirty or something. I thought maybe, and she was married, which was the crazy part. So I was like, and I met her husband because, when you go to engagements and stuff as an organization, you meet everybody's others. So I was like, I just thought it was being harmless flirting and stuff. And then we all went to a happy hour, and her and I ended up staying and having some more drinks and everything. And next thing I know, I feel her kind of like touching my leg and stuff underneath the table.
Oh my God!
And I'm
Wait a second. The husband was there too?
Oh no! The husband, no. This was just a work after hours.
I was.
Yeah, that's really.
Sir, did she grab it?
No, it wasn't that kind of party.
Wow. And then how long did this go on before you acted on the female boss hitting on you?
Oh no. It was on when she felt my leg at the happy hour.
Oh, really? And then how long did this last? Did you continue with multiple events and episodes after this first time, or was it a one-time only?
No, it wasn't a one-time only. I mean, we, probably maybe another 5 times.
Wow. Okay. In the office? Did it ever happen like inside her locked office behind the door?
Oh, no. We couldn't do that. No. We weren't that courageous, yeah.
Did her husband care or find out?
I don't think. Did her husband find out?
Huh?
I don't think so.
Wow, and you said that the boss was really attractive?
She was not hard to look at, that's for sure.
And then,
nice.
And did you leave or did she leave? What's the status now?
Oh, no, I've already moved on from that position.
Okay, but you didn't get in trouble, right? You didn't get she didn't try to.
No, they kept it among themselves, and that's it.
She was.
And then, did you keep after you left the job? Did you keep in touch, or that was the end of it?
No, that was pretty much the end of it.
Thank you for the call.
It was at the time. Yeah, it was what it was at the time, and we both enjoyed it. So,
all right, there you go. Anonymous. So she made the move. She was making. That's exactly what you brought to the table, Roxanne.
Wow.
Thanks for sharing.
Phones are loaded here. Before I go back to phones, if you're on hold, hang on. Pat, I just saw like helicopter video and traffic cam video. A dump truck dumped its entire load of dirt on, 275?
No, it's not a dump truck with dirt. It's a dump truck with roofing materials.
Oh, is that what it was?
It's all over the interstate.
Where is it exactly?
It's between West Shore and Lois, southbound 275, and you're just squeezing by in the inside lane.
Oh, my God. All right, so hang on a minute. Big traffic issue, just a big old mess. So it's 275 southbound, and a roofing dump truck dumped all kinds of crap all over the middle of 275.
After it flipped over.
I just saw the it looked like a pile of dirt.
It's just a mess.
Oh my God! So you said between Lois and West Shore,
southbound. If you headed maybe
toward the bridge
or the airport.
Oh, I use both those. I mean, that's my neighborhood. I take Lois. I take West Shore. So in between, there's a major mess. A dump truck is flipped on its side, and its entire load is all over 275.
And it's going to be there a while.
Oh well, they got to bring the front end loaders to pick this crap up.
You're right.
And then a new dump truck to load it into.
The entire rush hour morning.
It's going to be hours. And roofing, there could be nails all over the place.
Well, I could use
Don't even say that.
Oh, my God.
I could use some new roofing tiles.
No, listen, it's like old crap. It doesn't look like new stuff. I'm hoping that there are not nails all over the interstate as well.
Oh, good point.
Oh, my God. All right, thanks, Pat. Appreciate it.
Wait, does this affect our drive home?
No,
it's southbound, dude.
We're going the other direction.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Hey,
I knew that.
Shan in Newport Richie. Shan, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Doing well. Were you a female groper?
No, but this story actually did happen to my husband, and at the time he was in management in his early 40s, and we had young kids, so when you'd walk into his office, you'd see the family pictures on the wall and whatnot, so it was pretty obvious what his status was, married with kids. And there was a particular female employee that was incredibly overt about coming on to him, and it seemed really odd to him, and it made him incredibly uncomfortable, so he would always make sure the door was open, and it wasn't a situation where it was...
it wasn't a supervisor or a boss, it was just another female employee?
It was a subordinate. He worked underneath her, and
that's what she said.
Well, unfortunately, it was in an era, back in the early 20s where the employers were getting sued a lot for
Early
management.
20s.
Yeah, not 1920s, like 2020s.
Hey, boy.
Yeah,
let's grab the secretary in here.
The 2000s.
Oh, it was like when that old Demi Moore movie came out.
Get in here, Toots.
Exactly. But the whole thing was when it all worked out and he made other management aware of it, and this was not like a crush. This was very overt. And she ended up being, let's just say, of a different persuasion of who she was genuinely attracted to. So we felt like she was definitely trying to set him up to be sued.
Okay. I mean, can I just kind of understand this a little bit more? So, as it turns out, she may have been a lesbian, but she was coming out to him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, at least she played all courts. Let's put it like that.
Wow, she was all over the field. Shan, thanks for the call. One more, then we got to move on. Aaron is in Bartow. Hello, Aaron. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead. What happened?
Okay. Well, see, my son, he's an attractive young man, and he gets this all the time.
How old's your son?
He's like 24, 25.
All right, so what happened?
And he gets this all the time from, like, older female employers. He had a situation when
it's like 80 for Brady.
No, but he'll get hired, and then they'll start coming. He had to leave a job up in Pennsylvania because it got so bad.
What type of job was it?
It was retail.
What store?
I don't want to say, but...
Well, was it a big chain or was it a small place?
No, it is up there. They don't have them down here.
Well, listen, we're in Florida. It doesn't matter. You can say, where was it?
It was at a Dandy convenience store.
At a Dandy convenience store?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to get all handy with your son at Dandy. All handy at Dandy.
So he wound up having to leave. But, I've seen this a lot. And guys just don't report it because if they do, people talk. I'm like, oh, he's, they say he's gay.
But do you think the guy, Roxanne, this is important. I want you to comment on this. Do you think the guy wants this more? Like a female maybe doesn't want the attention or the groping, but maybe a guy would want it much more than a female would want to be groped or have. What do you think?
I'm not a guy, so I'm not the one to answer that. So I'm not like, I don't know. I don't want to paint with broad strokes, but the first caller, Anonymous, said that that's the case.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, thanks for the call. Oh, look at that.
And I watch Bob Ross every night. He uses a lot of broad strokes.
A lot of broad strokes.
Oh, and we're going to put some friendly, fluffy clouds over here.
Put a
and
happy
then,
little...
then I'm going to stick my hand right in the crotch area.
Here we go.
Right here. And
grab my fro.
You want to hear something even creepier than that?
What?
There is a school that is demanding that girls submit photos front and back of their prom dress for the upcoming prom season.
Yeah, that sounds like a what?
There's a hidden agenda there.
Yep.
Front and back.
Alabama.
We need to see those inseams.
An Alabama high school has been deemed creepy and sexist. Why? Because they are demanding that the girls at the school submit front and back pictures of themselves in the prom dress they intend to wear this year, or they will be banned from attending the prom. They can't go.
Okay.
Is that rough? Now, there was such an outcry that it has been walked back because the backlash from parents and students was intense. But this happened after Oxford High School posted a Facebook message outlining prom expectations and dress code. And they originally wanted all of the students, all of the women, not the guys, only the girls, had to submit front and back photos of their dress to get a green light or a red light. Green light, you can go to the prom. Red light, nope, can't go in that. Get another dress and submit another photo.
Okay, think about this from a fashion standpoint. If you can see it from the front and it passes, Why do you need to see it from the back?
What if it's a buttless dress?
Well, because I think they want to see whether it's backless, if it goes way
So what?
low, if they want to see
A whale tail?
They want to see if the butt is too pronounced. They want to see. They want to see if if
They
it's
wanna
how
see your
low.
butt.
They want to see how low it is.
They want to get off and look at the kid's butt.
Yeah, if your butt is too pronounced,
Tell you what,
you
creepy
can't
as
wear
hell.
that dress. Your butt is too pronounced.
They've since called this off.
They're underage kids. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Well, yeah, under 18, most of
Okay,
them. I
so
mean,
that's an issue.
When I was a high school senior, probably half had already turned
Yeah,
18. About half were already 18. But, I mean, you look at this is something like Kenny Powers, what's his name? Danny McBride.
Right.
Did you ever see that Principal show that they had on HBO for a couple of seasons?
Vaguely, I remember it.
This is like something like he'd come up with. It was like it was vice principals. Anyone ever see that thing?
Actually, I saw a couple episodes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. When I saw this, I'm like, let's see, Alabama high school asking the girls to submit front and back photos of their prom dish. I'm like, this is like a storyline out of that Vice Principal show with Danny McBride with Kenny Powers.
Pictures of all the girls front and back.
Now one of the righteous gemstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walked it back, though. The outrage was crazy. Prom goers were forbidden from wearing transparent material, dresses shorter than 6 inches from the middle of the knee all the way around, both front and back from the middle of the knee, and clothing that... What?
6 inches from the middle of the knee, short. I mean...
I'm reading the specs.
Yeah, that's a lot of leeway. That's a short dress.
From the middle of the knee.
Yeah, that's a pretty short dress.
Dresses may be sleeveless or strapless, provided all from the armpit line to mid-thigh are covered.
Yeah, we don't want to see your pits.
Those were the details here. But that's a little creepy for the
Very
school to
creepy.
be asking for your...
If someone asked to see pictures of my daughter front and back like that, I would be like, no.
Now, let me ask you a question. I have heard of schools that they made a big deal out of make sure your dress is appropriate. And then they would have somebody reviewing the dresses as the girls went into the prom, whether it was being held at school, whether it was being held at a Ramada Inn or something or whatever.
That seems less creepy than having to submit a photograph to the assistant.
Yeah, but then they get sent home.
Yeah, but then you might not have another dress to then go home and change into. Is it better to... I mean, it's creepy to ask for photos, but I'm thinking that it's probably worse to go to the prom and get turned away. Oh, no, that dress is not appropriate. And then your whole night is ruined.
Yeah, just don't ask for the backside picture.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it's
Just
really
say, send us a
crossed the line.
picture of the dress. How about just the dress?
You know, if you wanted to get around that, if you wanted to wear more of a provocative dress, you just send them one picture and then you show up in your dress that you really like.
How about the guys, huh? No restrictions on their
Yeah.
outfits? You can't stuff a sock in there?
Guess who's suing?
Who?
Remember the radio show with the berated female co-host?
Oh, my God, yeah.
In St. Louis. Remember the guy?
Oh, yeah.
Remember he was a Fox TV anchor locally, but also did the morning show in St. Louis?
Didn't he call
He
her
laid
fat?
into her for being a bad mother
Oh.
and being a hack talent.
On KFNS in St. Louis, Missouri, the former Fox 2 news anchor. This was like the main anchor, like at their Central Time. So I think like 5 and 9. This was the main anchor on Fox in St. Louis, Fox 2, where news comes first. And this guy now is being sued after the co-host on the morning show. This guy had a pretty big schedule. I mean, this guy did a morning radio show, and then he was the anchor on Fox. Now he's
he
out
had
of
a career, yeah.
Now he's out of everything. He lost the morning show. He was fired from Fox 2. Crystal N. Cooper alleges that on September 13th, while she co-hosted Faust's radio show, that Faust defamed her. If you remember, we played this audio. Remember this?
Listen, you're a fat nasty and you don't bring up on air when I have your back. You're a fat. I don't care if you're here or
Be
not.
like that, guys. Come on, man.
Serious?
I let it go yesterday.
But you called me stupid for the
Because
second
who brought up
time.
the stupid subject? You
wasn't a
called.
stupid
You
subject.
were making fun of me because I was dealing with the computer.
Chris was too. It wasn't just
No,
me.
no, he
Chris
wasn't.
was. Yes, he said, "Oh
He
my God,
didn't
it's going to be
say
here in 3
anything.
weeks."
He didn't say anything on
Do you remember this?
Could you imagine?
I forgot how bad this was. I have never called anybody anything like that. I mean, I might have gotten angry and yelled, but I never.
That guy's like a dry drunk.
This is crazy.
That is
Yes, he did. Go back and listen. He was laughing when I did
You have a
it.
history of attacking me on air, and
No,
Chris
I
knows.
don't. You have a history of attacking me on air. Are you kidding?
You and your big fat looking ass. Don't come back.
Really?
Start me the
You're
fuck
not
up.
my boss.
Well,
I come.
and I'll call you a every day.
Okay, good
You're
for
a
you.
fat
That's
self-righteous.
me.
And every day that you come in this studio, I will call you what you are.
Oh.
Fat nasty bitch. And the only reason you have this job is because of me.
Stop.
I mean, and then
Yeah,
you can hear the co-host or the producer saying like, "Vic, stop."
Good morning, fat nasty bleep. You're literally doing it every day.
Hi, Vic. You know, it's just crazy because he makes himself such a victim in the beginning. He's like,
His
you
name
have
is
a-
Vic. He's a Vic.
He's a
Tim.
victim.
He's Vic.
You
He's
have
a
a history
victim.
of making fun of me. You have a history of making fun of me, you fat bleepity bleep.
Yeah, I know. How sensitive
what a
is he?
wuss.
Could you imagine any of us acting like that? Well,
Yeah,
here, Fester.
I mean, I've always thought being reasonably successful in morning radio, you almost have to enjoy having some fun poked at you.
I forgot how crazy this audio was.
Imagine being that guy, that woman's husband. I'd whip that guy's ass.
The woman on the radio show, this is St. Louis. It was KFNS. It was a morning show in St. Louis. And the show's out of business now. The show's defunct. She quit.
What was her name?
Crystal Cooper.
So she's going to get some money.
Well,
she's going to get paid.
Well, who knows? She's going to sue. You don't know what she's going to end up getting if a jury or whatever, or maybe they'll settle out of court. But I forgot how nasty this audio was.
Oh, look at this guy. He looks like a scuzz.
So this dude is berating her, and we believe that she ran a cell phone recorder. Like I've got this voice recorder on my cell phone. Or you could just hit video and just record video and then capture the audio.
You know, she did a pretty good job of not crying or flipping out or whatever, but the calmer you are, that would have sounded so good if she was just like, "Really? Is that what you think?" And then she stayed pretty calm, but
she was composed.
Yeah, sound like
She's
such
like super thin, from what I could tell.
Here, listen.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wow. I told Chris
And the producer's trying to get him to stop, or maybe the other co-host.
5 times and by the way, I reported your nasty 5 times to Chris about what you do on this radio. You attack me
What have I
constantly.
done 5 different times?
You've attacked me 4 or 5 times, and Chris said
I've
yes.
never attacked you. You've yelled at me twice, and this is the second.
You can hear the commercials are playing in the background. They're on a commercial break here, and they're arguing and bickering like this. So I don't remember whether the producer recorded it, because, we've got a system where if we're not on the air, we can record all the mics that are in the room. So I don't know if that was the process or if somebody just rolled video on a cell phone.
I think
What?
I think she was finally like, you know what? I'm gonna record this guy. He treats me like crap every day. I'm over it.
The problem is that you think that whatever you do is right.
No, I don't.
Then
I will totally
shut
own
your
it. You're literally.
Oh my God! He's like, you shut your bleeping mouth. This guy's
All right.
out of control.
I want to know about the free carpet promo that's going on.
Blading yourself.
Reason to bring up it to attack me on air yesterday, and you did.
I did not attack you. Grow the up. Grow up.
You grow up, you fat.
I'm not acting like an immature.
You started. And you always
It's
have to
bad
jump at the
radio
last
when
minute.
you keep bringing
It's
up your
bad
computer.
Radio when you don't even know radio.
Yes, I do.
You're a dumb.
Okay, I'm a dumb.
You don't even know the topics we talk about. You're stupid.
You don't even know the topics we talk about.
This guy's got to be on something.
I forgot how bad this was. We played this back in September, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sound like some high school kids going at it.
I want to see Froggy. You do a show with him, and since
I'll beat that guy's ass.
You don't know the topics we
Never
talk
talk to me.
God.
Yeah, I get my stories here.
You're special because you went to Villa, but you're nothing.
Okay, I think you're talking about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trash.
You're trash?
You know those Villa Madonna kids.
Or is he talking about Villanova? Or Villanova? I don't know.
I think it's Villa Madonna.
Yeah,
Grow
yeah.
You don't attack other people on air. Don't ever
You
do
do
it
it all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Give me an example.
You tell Chris all the time.
Give me an example.
Yesterday, you
What?
made a comment about
was
how
my
it's not the user, it's the owner.
No, who said that? No?
Yes, you did. Let's go
He
back and
said
listen
it
to the show.
me first, joking.
Yeah, so it was a joke. That's my
And
point.
that's what I said back
I
to
was
him.
joking too. Chill the out, dude.
No.
You seriously are in your
Now
soul.
you're
You're in
yelling
your
at
own
me again?
head.
You're yelling at me now?
I'm the one yelling, Brendan, right? I'm the one yelling.
Brendan.
If you come back, I'm gonna be in your every day. You ass.
Coming back.
My
'cause
God.
How can he even talk? How can you speak to another human like that?
It is
that's-
so degrading and awful.
I have
And
a feeling this isn't the first time.
the update on the story, and if you heard us from the beginning, the reason why we're playing that again from last September is because he's getting sued. Crystal N. Cooper alleges that on September 13th, while she co-hosted the Faust Morning Show on KFNS in St. Louis, that Faust defamed her, assaulted her, restrained her from leaving the broadcast booth. The suit was filed last week in St. Charles County Circuit Court. It asks for an excess of $25,000 for each of 3 counts, as well as an unspecified amount of punitive damages.
Oh, okay.
Travis Noble, Faust's attorney, said the lawsuit is completely without merit.
What?
Well, hold on.
Play the audio.
Hey, lawyer, have you heard this?
boss.
And I'll rail your. If you ever try to do that on air again, I will do whatever I need to do to you.
Grow up.
Grow up, fat.
Grow up.
My budget could really use a boost.
I mean,
But he has
Obviously, Your
mental
Honor,
problems.
he's being very sweet to her, as you can hear.
the jury's going to hear, if this goes to jury trial, the jury's going to hear this whole thing.
Terrible, Mom. I feel sorry for them.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just glad you were reported 4 times to Chris already, because I told him it was only.
I don't know what he's babbling about
I
now.
predict he's going to come out and
He
say
was saying-
mental illness.
He was saying, I've reported you to Chris 4 times.
Oh, is that it? Who's Chris, the program director? Noble said, so the lawyer for Faust, the out-of-control male host, the lawyer says at no time did Faust assault Cooper or prevent her from leaving the studio. It's entirely not true. In the on-air tirade, Faust launched into an extended outburst that criticized Cooper for her weight and parenting skills and repeatedly addressing her by curse words most commonly directed at women.
Yeah, that's assault, isn't it?
Faust used profanity at least 40 times. Oh, don't we know it? We've got at least 40 bleeps of this damn thing. Calling Cooper fat, stupid, and nasty. At one point, Faust said, your kids have a bleeping terrible mom. I feel sorry for them.
How did a guy in the room not just I don't know.
At the time, Faust had been the main news anchor for more than 7 years at KTVI, Fox 2 St. Louis.
Brendan Faust with you, you stupid bitch.
The station.
It's Vic.
I mean,
Brendan's
Vic.
the producer.
Vic,
Brendan's the guy.
sorry.
Brendan's like, come on, man. Come on. Hey,
Vic
ease up,
Faust
man."
with you. Don't tell me my name, you bleep hole.
Yeah, Fox 2. Listen, if you're the main Fox anchor in a market like St. Louis, that's got to be a $350,000 a year job just doing the TV. Maybe more, maybe 4 or 5.
He might be bringing in $500,000
He might
altogether.
have been bringing in, $500,000 just for Fox 2, and then the morning show maybe another, 100 or 2.
That's right, you fat bleep. I'm making a bunch of money.
Top local story at 5 o'clock. My morning co-host, real bitch.
You know what's funny?
Our top story at 5 o'clock is I've been fired from the radio job, and I'm about to be fired from this anchor job right here on Fox 2 St. Louis.
I went from 7 figures to 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
I listened to all of that fight that they just had, and
Yeah.
I don't know what they're fighting about. Like, listening
Well,
to
obviously
all
they
that,
have a lot of
All right.
like, I still can't pinpoint, okay, what did she do?
problems.
Obviously, it's about the computer.
The computer.
So there's a school in St. Louis called, I'm going to get it wrong. It's Villa Duchesnay.
So it's a school
I have no idea what the hell it is. But the story is that the off-air comments from Faust were recorded, and somebody sent the whole audio recording anonymously to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, which is the big newspaper in St. Louis, a couple of days after the incident.
I wonder who.
So either producer, the woman herself, somebody sent that out and just totally ended the guy's broadcast
Good.
career.
Yeah.
Done.
That guy's. What is up with some radio people, man? It's like these guys. He said some radio people have bigger egos than probably like the A-list of A-list celebrities.
Can I tell you, I've never liked news anchors on radio.
Hey, wait a minute here. Hal Herman with you. And you want to take that back, you fat son of a bleep?
Nope. I base it on you, Hal.
You know what? Every day I come in here, when I look at your fat ass, I'm going to say, hey, you fat manatee-looking bleep head. Yeah, that's right. Every damn day I see you. Good morning, fat ass. You stupid fat idiot. Because that's how I do it. This is my Hal Herman show, and you're nothing but a rank amateur. And if you say that to me again, I'll call you a fat ass every day.
Oh, man.
Now, let's get back to the news, Brendan.
Yeah.
Brendan, bring my coffee, Brendan, down.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
That's right. This is the Hal Herman show. You don't like it? I don't give a crap.
Oh, man. I saw this item locally. I'm like, you know what? I can see this happening because I kind of saw something similar. Fire broke out in a storage unit in Tampa where people were living in the storage unit.
Yeah, that happens.
I know it happens. Now, I once witnessed not somebody living in the unit, but something really interesting. I'll tell the story. It happened on a Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office ride-along that I was on. But listen to this. From the Patch folks, the patch.com, they have
the neighborhood thing.
The neighborhood news thing. They got patches all over the country. Long Island patch, you got the Tampa patch. Hillsborough County Fire Rescue was called in to battle a fire at a storage facility on North 50th Street late on Friday night where people might have been living. Calls came in into the fire dispatch center around 11:30 p.m. on Friday night, reporting smoke and flames coming from the storage unit. Crews quickly began battling the blaze using saws to cut through the overhead doors to access the fire inside the units. I'm thinking about, they lift up the doors and that guy looks at
Yeah.
It's like
I'll take it.
Instead of storage wars, it's storage fires.
I think I see an old table back there. That's $17.
Yep.
I think I see a TV. That's $25.
Yep.
I see a dead body.
Is that show still on?
Yeah, I think they have a whole new cast.
Well, there was a whole scandal, though, that it was like all rigged and fixed, that it was totally staged and, the whole thing.
It is.
But the point I want to make here is fire and rescue units from Tampa Fire Department were able to contain the blaze to just 4 of the 28 storage units in that chunk. But I was on a Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office ride-along, and I think I was with Steve Lewis. He's since retired from HCSO. But we go to the storage garage, and it's off Bears. So,
yeah,
all right.
It's on the other side of Nebraska. It's like between Nebraska and Livingston.
Exactly. So if I'm going north on 275 and I get out at Bears, where you say Beers, right?
It's Beers. The
Beers.
family called and complained.
Right. The family claims it's Beers. How do you say it? Say it again?
Beers.
It's fierce with a B.
Okay.
Because when I first started doing traffic reports, I always called it the Bear Ass family.
Right.
Or on Bear Ass Boulevard.
Bears.
And the family called me at the radio station and they go, hey, it's Beers, not Bear Ass.
So if I'm northbound on 275, I'll tell you exactly where this place was. North on 275, I get off at the Beers exit and I go to the, the east?
You turn right.
So I turn right,
northbound.
and then I cross Nebraska, right? And then it's down. It kind of curves a little bit, and then it's off on the left. There's a storage place. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In there. So I'm on a ride-along. This is probably 7-8 years ago, and there was a call of a heavy smell of marijuana coming from inside the storage garage.
Oh, no.
So we go, and I'm on the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office ride-along, and we pull into the thing. We find the right unit number, and, man, we got out of the car, and it was like, boom! It was like an incredibly strong odor of burning cannabis. And we knock on the door, and the metal door goes, the guy lifts it up. And this is crazy. They had built out like a whole man cave inside the storage garage. This was their hangout. They didn't live in there, but on the weekends or whenever, they would go to the storage garage.
Just a bunch of dudes?
Yes. Well, there were ladies in there as well. Whoa. But this was their hangout. And they had built a whole false front. So you lift up the garage door on the outdoor storage garage, and about a foot in, there was a whole plywood wall that was built with a door. There was a door frame and an actual wooden door, and you open that up, and then inside they had couches.
It's awesome.
They had it was also like a mini recording studio.
Wow.
They had also like a soundboard and microphones.
That's probably what it was, a recording studio.
I think it was like
and they hang out there.
They set up a recording studio in a storage garage.
There's a lot of bands that do that. I think the quality or the sound quality is good in those things.
But it was the craziest thing. And we'd go in there and they're just smoking pot. They had giant blunts lit. I mean, I walked in with Lewis, and I think we walked out high. I think there was.
Did you arrest these guys? Not you, but
I can't. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, come on.
What the disposition was?
They're recording a new album.
I think one of the guys might have had a warrant. I think this was like 7-8 years ago. But the craziest thing. The point is, here we have the storage garage catching on fire on 50th in Tampa, and there were people living inside. Apparently, man, who the hell knows what's going on in these storage garages? As I witnessed, how many like dead bodies are like stored in? I mean, that's come up. You know, there was it Pennsylvania? We had a story years ago, maybe not that long ago. There was a story where a storage garage went into arrears because they hadn't paid rent, and then once they went in to like put the stuff up for auction, they found like a dead body in plastic rolled in a rug. Do you remember that story, Fester?
Yeah. All kinds of things are in these storage units.
Man, I don't think we have any idea what's going on in these crazy storage units.
I've never seen a dead body in Storage Wars.
Oh, my God. You know, that'd be great.
Edit that out.
Okay.
What's that smell? Yep. Dead body.
Yep.
Expired body.
That's all we know is the yup guy.
That's it. There's one girl who's kind of hot, Brandy.
8:43 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back.
Oh my God, 8:43.
It's going fast today.
I can't believe.
I know.
I can't believe how fast the show is today. When we get back, I had unbelievable response. We asked for something on the show. We talked about something that we're involved with that sucks and is very cheesy, and we need to fix it. And it involves you, Roxanne.
Oh, I know.
It involves me. It involves Froggy and Fester. We got a problem. We talked about this, and we were slammed with texts and emails. So our audience has reached out to fix a big problem with the MJ Morning Show. What is that big problem? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll fill you in on that and a whole lot more next. You know about dating background checks? Do you know the stats on this?
No.
All right, we have a lot to get to next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. We're back in minutes, and we'll go another 30 minutes with no interruptions next. The aerial shots from one of the news helicopters, I think it was Channel 8's chopper, and then also looking at the
MJ
traffic cams online. Hold on one sec. The mess on 275 is just awful. 275 southbound, like at West Shore, 275 South, West Shore District. The mess is a roofing dump truck overturned, spilling like somebody's old, crusted, nasty, really gross-looking roof is all over the interstate because the truck flipped over. Yes, Roxanne?
I love that spaghetti that you had on your IG. I watched that video. I gave that video, I would say, at least 4 views.
Dude, you think you're a real chef, don't you?
I never said I was a chef.
The way you're twizzling it around, you don't have to do this. Slap it on the plate.
You like my tweezers?
Why are you using foot-toe tweezers to tweeze?
No. I'm using food prep tweezers because I'm doing the twirl. I'm doing the spaghetti twirl.
Those look like toenail clippers.
Inside the ladle. It wasn't my tightest twirl. I've had better twirls and plating, but, oh, man,
it looks so good because you know what? You can see, like, the pasta sauce is, like, clinging to the spaghetti.
And guess what? That's a part of using a great bronze die-cut pasta. That happened to be Rusticella de Abruzzo, which is I love it. It's a great Italian bronze die-cut pasta. That you can get at Fresh Market. So Fresh Market sells the Rusticella, Rusticchella, and then D' Abruzzo.
That sauce looked good. What was that, ragu?
No, I'm going to strangle you with this microphone cord.
I saw the box. It said RAGU.
No, you did not.
Okay.
You've seen me make the sauce. Do you know, like, there's like 12,000 views of me just stirring sauce?
Yeah, that's your most popular videos.
Yeah, and you have like your ASMR voice going on when you do it too.
Well, you realize that some of my most popular videos on my Instagram are the food, and I'm telling you, man, the deal with bronze die cut pasta. The reason why you want to go with a good quality, and you know who else? Publix.
Yeah.
Publix just started carrying Rumo, and Rumo is brand new in Publix. I just noticed it. Rumo's another good Italian bronze die cut pasta. A lot of pastas are slick. The typical pasta is slick. It's very smooth and shiny to the touch. No. Bronze die cut. It's the extrusion.
Thanks for bringing this up.
Which gives you a rougher surface. Rougher surface on your pasta means the sauce sticks and clings better.
Nice.
Plus,
like if you have, that's the reason why dirt sticks to grout, because it's rougher. Okay. I'm just figuring this out in my head. Okay, tell me about that utensil you used, that like micro needling thing you did with your cheese.
No, you do micro needling to your face. No, the microplaner.
Microplane.
All right, now you're talking about the 2 videos that I show. Folks, if you want to see this stuff, go to my Instagram. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. And give me a follow, because you never know what's going to pop up on there. I mean, literally, you never know what's going to pop up.
Regular Wolfgang suck.
Wolfgang suck.
Hey, what about that video of that car that recognized you? And I've never seen anybody on Instagram live.
That's a whole different story. Hold on to that. And I still have to get to the story about the MJ Morning Show having something really bad. I still have to get to that. Hold on. We got so much crap to do here. So hit my Instagram, follow me, Certified MJ Radio, and the last couple of videos, I've got a pin video of Chloe and the family singing the Fleetwood Mac song up in the car in Canada. That's pinned. And then you'll see the spaghetti video and then the grated cheese video. So if I look right now, oh my God, the pasta video's got almost 4,000 views. I posted this late yesterday.
Is Fester up? Can you bring Fester up?
I'm sorry. Oh, Fester, I'm sorry.
You're welcome, Fester.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Hey, Fester.
I was just making ragu jokes before Froggy did.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. I forgot to bring Fester up from home. So I have 2 videos posted, and you can see my spaghetti twirl, and the pasta's incredible. And that's my homemade pomodoro. And folks, I have not purchased a jarred tomato or spaghetti sauce in years and years and years, because I make a massive batch and I freeze pints. and you defrost the sauce and use it. It's, I think, even better after it's in the freezer for months. And if you go to my Instagram and you scroll down, look for the recipe of me stirring the sauce. You might have to scroll down. And I in the video of me stirring the sauce, way down, look for me stirring tomato sauce. I've got my entire exclusive, unbelievably delicious Pomodoro spaghetti sauce recipe, and you can follow it. The other thing, Roxanne, you were asking was the grated cheese.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And hold on, I can roll this. Let me put this on.
Have an early dinner tonight, making some pasta, some bronze die-cut rusticella de Abruzzo, and then my amazing homemade pomodoro sauce. But this is going to be the grated cheese for the pasta. Get a microplaner. Oh, man. Look at that. I want you to see this. Get in there, Michelle. Look at this. There is nothing like microplane cheese.
So when you microplane the cheese, and I was using a Locatelli, which you can get a nice block at a good price at Costco. The Locatelli Romano is great, or a great Sartori Parmesan from Wisconsin is fantastic as well. But when you use a microplaner, it turns the cheese into like the consistency of fine snow. It's fluffy. It's incredible.
You're like Anthony Bourdain. You're Anthony Boring.
Yes.
So follow MJ, Certified MJ Radio, and follow Roxanne at Roxanne Wilder.
Yep, and because Roxanne now has resorted to posting bikini photos.
Yeah.
So I think it was Meredith said, "Hey Roxanne, you want to really juice up your followers? You want to surpass MJ?"
God.
Yeah. So Meredith told Roxanne, "Hey, do you want more Instagram followers than
It's a
MJ?
strategy.
Start posting bikini photos." And guess what? Roxanne posted a bikini photo, but you're holding one of your babies.
I know, because I just couldn't do a full-on bikini photo, so I did it like the even sleazier way, and I was like, "Hey, aren't my kid and I cute?
Humble
Look
brag.
at my body."
This is like the hottest unhot photo.
So Roxanne, you're what? What is your thing?
It's at Roxanne Wilder.
So it's Roxanne Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like 1, 2, or 5 or anything. All right,
No
so
E.
Roxanne, how many
There isn't
followers?
E. No, Roxanne.
How many followers do you have?
Like 5,000?
No, how many do you have?
Like
Roxanne
4,000
is
something.
Yeah, she's currently at 4,182.
Okay. And what do I have? I have 11,500.
I have
Not bad.
1,256, and I earned every one of them.
Yeah, Roxanne, not bad for not begging.
All right, so
Yeah,
hey, give
I don't.
Roxanne a follow, Roxanne Wilder, and give me a follow, Certified MJ.
What about me?
And Froggy, what's yours?
I forget.
And what was the other thing you wanted? You wanted to bring up what you saw on Instagram.
Yeah, well, I'm always like, nobody watches these dumb videos, and then you're making a video and somebody drives by watching it. It's that like you need that for your ego anymore.
When I go live, and I think it is, I did post that. So hold on a minute. Where is that?
That's how I saw it.
Did I post it?
Yeah, you did. It popped up because I go, Kim, you got to see this.
No, it's not there now. That's weird.
What?
Yeah, it's not on there.
How does that happen?
I thought it got posted, and now it's not there.
Dude, get control of your deal.
No, that's strange. Hang on, it's not there anymore. But
that was amazing.
Oh no, it is there. I'm sorry, it is there.
Okay,
Yeah. So if you want to, well, tell everyone what you saw.
Well, MJ's blabbing on his stupid, IG live like he does when he's walking his dogs.
By the way, I'm walking my dogs, and I was talking about the parade. I was talking about how it's Gasparilla, and I was making a joke. I'm at the parade. This is Saturday afternoon. And I was joking about, hey, I'm at the parade. Get ready for the parade to start. And I'm in South Tampa just walking the dogs. And then I'm like, okay, it's time for the doggy parade. And then I went into a little riff about how the biggest morning shows in town are not part of the parade. Because iHeart has the parade exclusive. And it happens to be that the biggest radio personalities in the market are not on iHeart now. It's Mike Helta, me, Orlando, me, MJ, and Orlando. We're at Beasley. Calta's over at Cox,
and
we're the biggest personalities in the market.
Jen and Christy,
and we're not. None of us are part of the parade. So I think that probably needs to be looked at. At some point. And all right, listen. I'll tell you what. I would absolutely allow Jack to be in the parade, but we would have to put him in an Egyptian sarcophagus. All right?
Close enough, bro.
So,
dress him up like a mummy?
that's what I would do. All right. Now, I love Jack.
Holy guacamole, these wraps are tight.
I love Jack. Anyway, so I'm doing the video, and it was like, by the way, I go live on Instagram. There were 200 and something people instantly that are watching me.
Hey, I just got 75 new followers.
You did? Oh, that's great.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, Froggy MJ Show. Froggy MJ
So
Show.
follow Froggy. Froggy MJ Show is Froggy's.
Check me out.
So I'm doing the video. I've got a couple of hundred people watching me do an Instagram Live. And then, Froggy, what did you see?
Well, he's sitting there talking, and I'm like, God, who watches these besides me? And then a car pulls up and goes, we're watching you right now. I'm like, and it's some random people watching stupid ass.
So I'm right off of West Shore Boulevard, and I'm about to come out of a side street and then walk along West Shore for just a little bit and then duck back into the neighborhood, and a car stops at a stop sign. Hey, MJ, we're watching you live right now. And then I walk up to them. And
he was glowing.
I'm actually doing an Instagram Live while people are watching me do the Instagram Live. And
it was one of those like infinity mirrors.
Because I look behind me, I'm like, did someone just call my name? I'm like, yeah, hey, and they're watching me in their car as they pull up to the stop sign.
Dude, that was weird.
Yeah, it was great. If you want to see that video,
what are the chances?
It is on my Instagram. Again, Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. And that is right after the grated cheese. Oh, there's let's see. It's me in the baseball cap. Okay. So that video is me in the baseball cap. I'll tell you, I had a great. I'll give you the latest post that I did on Instagram. So it's me in the baseball cap and the sunglasses. That's where people are yelling at me while I'm doing a live. The next one is the massive line for gas at Costco, and the question I have is. What is going on?
It's something at Fester's house.
Hey, Fester.
I was watching your video, and then the person just came up to you.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Wait a minute. You're watching me do an Instagram Live? Hey, hang on a minute. This is great. Oh, I'm walking the dogs, and you guys are watching me do my Instagram Live right now.
All right, Fester, shut it off. Shut it off.
Who were they? She was hot.
Actually, we know them. I hadn't seen them. My wife knows the woman, and we hadn't seen them in years and years and years. And
look at that.
All right, so my Instagram posts that, which is great. Then Costco, and I asked the question. Now, Costco gas was really pretty cheap. It was like $1.29 a gallon. I'm sorry, correct. That would be really cheap. I'm sorry. Costco gas was $3.29 a gallon, but if you look around town now, regular gas is like $3.59, $3.69. The price of gas is going through the roof right now. And Costco gas is about 20 to 30 cents a gallon cheaper right now, but I asked the question, is it worth saving, the $4 to $5 for the tank to wait in line for 20 minutes? That's the question. So that picture's on my Instagram. Oh, did you see the tuna tartare and the short ribs? Yeah, the next image is we went to.
I forgot to ask you about that.
We went to Chris Pont's place in Midtown in Tampa on Friday night. We went to Pont Modern American, and man, that place is just spot on. It's, I think, the nicest interior of a restaurant in the entire Tampa Bay area. The food, the service, just incredible. I posted that. Then I posted a 1970s looking Tampa cheesy logo. We were watching the Elvis movie. You know the Elvis movie? Mm-hmm. Watching that on Saturday night because I'm watching all the SAG-AFTRA awards so I can vote, all the nominated movies. And in the Elvis movie, they did one scene where he's starting his big U.S. tour, and they start flashing all of these cities, and Tampa was one of the cities that got flashed. So I froze the movie, and I took an image. And then we have all the grated cheese and then the spaghetti, which Roxanne was commenting about.
Ooh.
So
Yum.
all of that on my Instagram. Give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio. Here is the problem that we face here at the MJ Morning Show. We talked about this on the program, and this is real. And look, we're being honest. We have something associated with the MJ Morning Show that sucks. It's our composite picture of the entire morning show. The
Oh my God.
Yeah, the picture